White Walker perpetuated offenses are considered especially heinous. In Westeros, four dedicated friends investigate and discuss these vicious episodes as members of an elite squad known as A Podcast Has No Name. Man, welcome back to A Podcast Has No Name. Ambush,
Megan.
Megatron, you know what I'm saying?
It's been too long.
It
We've
has
consumed
been.
a lot of media, but
So much media.
always
And
relevant.
you
Always
know what?
good.
I feel like we say this every episode. We're going to get more episodes out. We are playing catch
We
up.
will.
We
You
had a
know what?
pre-production meeting right before this. You're going to love what's coming up.
No one's ever said this before, but I'm really feeling like 2026 is our year. This is our year. This is our year.
You know what's so crazy? I've never heard anyone say that before. Like, I feel like you're on to something. Might
Could
be a
be.
t-shirt.
Could be. Could
Might
be.
be a t-shirt.
Might be.
But thanks for tuning in. We are discussing the full first season of Welcome to Derry.
Woo.
And for anyone that hasn't seen it, I would suggest that before you tune into this episode, that you watch it. This isn't a spoiler-free listen along while you watch type of podcast.
No.
We're going in. We're going in.
Spoils. Yeah, the spoils will be had. I think there might be maybe 5 to 7 minutes of unspoiled greatness.
Yeah. There may be.
Followed with just spillage and spoilage.
Exactly. So we'll jump into the unspoiled greatness right now. So quick summary of the season. Basically, Welcome to Derry takes place 27 years before it, chapter 1.
Mm-hmm.
We're still in Derry. We are dealing with a whole new batch of kids. And there are some characters that are introduced, as well as some characters that you would know from Stephen King lore that are brought into this that are absolutely amazing.
Stunning.
Yes, and I will say, and I'm sure Megan would agree, the first episode sets the tone.
I just so in my prep, making my notes, getting ready, I was like, it's been a while since I've watched the first episode. I'm gonna put it on, play it in the background. The amount of foreshadowing in that first episode, literally, there's like the first 20 so minutes, so much is laid out that it makes me excited for people before they turn this off, before we get to the spoilers. Just know that like there is some groundwork laid and you can't there's no anticipating it. Like they foreshadow it a lot, but you'd never know. Chef's kiss.
I would 100% agree with that. I remember when that first episode finished, I was just looking around the room like, wait, what's going on here? And I had a similar feeling to the very first episode of Game of Thrones.
Ooh.
When that ended, I was like, what? What? And then,
but after you cleared all 8 seasons and you went back to rewatch it, you're like, you just told me the whole story.
Yeah.
God, who are these people? Why are they so good at writing? Yeah,
so
it was
good.
Wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing I'd mention about this season, there were some points halfway through when so much had been revealed. As far as like the lore, I was like, what else is there even to do with the rest of this season? Nevertheless, the rest of the series, and we're talking about doing at least 2 more seasons, going back to, in alignment with Pennywise's sleeping cycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, a lot of world building. You will fall in love with these characters. You will have your heart broken.
Multiple times.
You will be caught off guard. There are jump scares. There is anxiety throughout these.
So much anxiety and like as a viewer, fear for how characters are going to be perceived, because we have now, and I made a note of like episodic TV for the win for really complex stories. When you have this, like, of course, in a book, and it as a book is super thick. I'm looking at it. It's like thick. There's so much time to get into these offshoots that you can't quite do in a film, even in 2 movies. Like there's just so much. So we're getting into the weeds and really more about the people of the town and the everyday life of this town and how people and actions are perceived or not. Like it's wild, but also in good in good Pennywise fashion and Derry fashion, to start this show off with the Music Man.
Oh man.
I was laughing because I'm a huge Stephen King fan.
Hmm.
I haven't read the book in a very long time, but I've seen the films multiple times over. Like I'm just in this movie. This was the watching the miniseries was the first
Okay.
scary movie I really remember seeing, and I am still terrified of clowns. Um, but just knowing kind of how he twists things, and after chapter 1 and 2 came out, like you learn his like tricks of deception, and there's
Hmm.
sort of a bit of humor. Um, so I'm like, oh, you're opening up with the Music Man?
Yo,
That okay,
Chef's Kiss.
okay, and just
Yeah.
made it so eerie,
Yeah. Chef's Kiss
so
to
good.
Andy Machete. I remember saying to someone, with what he's doing with this series,
Hmm.
and I don't know why I forgot that he did it 1 and 2. I just, I was just, I love the movie so much. It went on with my life. Then
Yeah,
when the series came along, it's like this is directly tied to the movies. Oh yeah, cool. Oh right,
right,
same director. Oh,
right,
like the
right.
duh. But I remember saying what he's doing with Welcome to Derry is like I need everyone to forget about the Flash. I need you to never bring up the
Mm.
Flash again because look what I have brought to you. Look at the gifts I am presenting to
He's
you.
redeemed. His redemption arc.
It is redemption. Period.
Yeah.
There's nothing to talk about.
Film
Flash,
the film
who
that
was
has
it?
no name.
When did exactly? What are we
Just
talking about?
straight by. Out. So fast. Didn't even see it.
The choices that he made cinematically with
Stunning.
some of the scenes, the different time periods, uh the lighting was amazing. I always pay really, really good attention to the
Mm-hmm.
lighting when you have um, this many black characters, this many black main
Yeah.
characters. And
Yeah.
when you know what these people look like in real life and you want to see them lit properly,
Yeah.
it was just like, okay.
Well, then
You feel good. It feels cozy. You
it,
feel welcome in.
there's thought, there's
Mhm.
care,
Yes.
there's attention to detail. Also, I think uh the ability to take very daytime horror is always terrifying. The mundane, these moments that whatever. You're like, I'm in a movie theater, it's fine. I'm in a classroom, the projector's out, whatever. These
Right.
everyday moments. I'm in a deli, like just daytime.
Hanging out in the
Uh
garage,
the a change of lighting, a small shift again without taking away focus or like diluting or dulling down your characters. I don't to
Mhm.
set that it's so good.
Yeah,
It's so good.
yeah. Okay. One more before we jump into the spoilers.
Yeah.
Who felt most central to you this season?
Dick Halloran.
Okay.
And the Hanlon family. Okay,
Okay.
whole family. Now, again, uh maybe I'll get to the we started talking about atmosphere,
Uh-huh.
lighting, the mist. Again,
Oh,
as someone that
oh,
is a big, I'm a big Stephen King fan. I
right.
love it all. I love it all. There's multiple shades. If anyone watched Castle Rock, which I highly recommend, if you
Highly,
love a like Stephen
highly.
King anthology,
Both
The
seasons.
Mist. Okay, now we're in spoiler territory. Turn off if you haven't watched it. Uh,
Right.
The Mist in the last episode. The Mist. The
It's
Mist.
the myth.
Like
Yeah.
I was giddy and like so excited. That was magical. So again, referencing these other stories, Dick Halloran, who is in it, like he is in
Right.
the book. He is a natural character in this space. He has that history.
Unbelievable.
Um, acted like chewed the scenery, like
Yeah.
just amazing. Did such a good job. Um, and at first, again, you don't quite know until you're introduced to him, and you're like, "Is that? Excuse me, who is that?" I was like,
Right.
"Steve, we got to rewind it. Did they say his
Did
name?
they
Like, who
say?
is this? Did they say his name?" So Dick for sure, and then the Hanlon family. I think
Yeah.
that whole
Yeah.
we got so much insight to the school, the town, and the
Yes.
military perspective through that one
Through them.
family that clearly has a long legacy in Derry,
Exactly.
um, and foolishly never left.
I
Who's
agree.
yours?
I
Who's
agree.
yours?
So it started out as Lily. It started out as Lily, and that was a great misdirect. It
It's a
was a
love-hate
perfect misdirect.
relationship right there.
I'm telling you. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
girl.
But it definitely, I was like, oh yeah, this okay, cool. I mean, there was more of a balance, but it definitely felt like Lily's story to begin
Sure.
with.
Sure.
And then it was like, oh, here's a shift. This is about the Hamlets. This is great.
Hmm.
This is great. This is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I uh show's so good. The show's so good.
And then you love
Having
her, then you hate her, then you
yeah.
love her, then you hate her again, and
Then
then
you
you're like,
understand her. It's like, but I
yeah.
still don't trust you. But I guess this makes sense. So,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it was a little bit of that for me with Dick too. Initially, it was like, what are you doing? What are you up to, sir? What's these
Sure.
funny
Well,
little glances? But then we start to get it. It starts to make sense.
again, you gotta go watch Doctor Sleep.
Got to.
You'll understand why there's like a hesitancy, and you're like, if you have this power to help, but like, why are you helping?
Right. Right.
Why are you? You're putting yourself. I don't know. Just you
Yeah.
understand so many shades of it, and you've lived through this, and you have these little boxes in your mind. I don't know. There's just so much there that his storyline through the whole thing was so good, so
I'm
good.
I'm having this experience. I guess I'm seeing more of it pop up with the things that I'm consuming, and
Hmm.
I have very, very high hopes that this is a carry through into what we get in the next phase of Marvel as we're introducing the mutants, and I think
Hmm.
there's earmarks of it in what we saw in in the Thunderbolts. So what I'm referencing is what you just said about the price, the toll that Dick pays for using his ability,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And here it is, guys. We're out of the spoiler free section. We are
yep.
now full spoilers moving
We're
forward discussing the season.
yep.
Now, I'm currently watching Nosferatu,
Ugh.
the AMC series.
The license plate name
Yeah, A2.
NOS4ATU
Yeah,
A2.
A2. Yes,
So good.
I'm on season 2. I'm halfway done it.
So good.
Megs.
You
This
texted me and I was like, damn, I forgot about that show. It's so like I didn't forget it. Whatever. So good.
right. And
So good.
watching the toll that Maggie pays, watching the toll that both of them pay for
Hmm.
using their abilities, and then was it Hourglass, him showing how he deals with it. I want to see that carried through moving
Hmm.
forward with the X-Men, with some of these mutant abilities and the toll, the physical, biological toll that it
Totally.
takes on them. Because we just look at
Totally.
superheroes like you just keep shooting things out your arms and eyes, and you
Right.
never run out. Right.
Like
Then you're
it's
good,
fine.
right? You
Well,
just
and I think the Thunderbolts cracked the code for that a bit and
yeah.
made it still a superhero story, and there's a family story, and there's a real life story. Um, and then the new Superman also got into
Oh
that,
yeah.
which I still, outside of Christopher Reeves, just because it's a classic, the new one, my favorite Superman story, and all the ones in between, I don't care.
Mm.
I didn't like
Mm.
them. I don't like the Schneider cut. I don't give a fuck. Um, I don't.
I
I
can't
don't
wait.
care.
I
I
can't
don't
wait to
care.
get you on with Ibrahim
I don't
so y'all can
care.
both shame me for the
I
Snyder cut and Man
I
of Steel.
know.
She's like, I don't
The Barbie
care.
movies, the Barbie movie summed it up great when it was like Mojo Jojo Casa House, and the girl's like, oh, but the Snyder Cat's actually really good. I died. I was the only person to laugh in that movie theater. But taking these stories, and again, for Welcome to Derry, having this deep of a story, this complex of a
Mhm.
story, be episodic, and you have time to dig into the people. And I think that's one of the biggest things. And you have this question in we had notes, it was great, we had an agenda.
Mhm.
um it's the fears of being a human
Yeah.
that I think are like that's the compelling story. I think that's why people want to watch, and you kind of want to watch it played out, and you get so invested in these characters, so when they end up being bad, or they whatever they do, the choices that they make like affect us. It's just it's that's good storytelling. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely amazing, man. So I'm looking forward to more of that. I think
Yeah.
it just makes everything that much more real.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
It should. These things, these abilities, anything that you're doing, it should have
Yeah.
some type of toll, right? And that makes the whole experience that much more relatable. As
Right.
you're watching
Right.
these very superhuman people do these extraordinary things, it's like, so now we got to make the choice. It's like, wow, tank's
Right.
almost empty. What do we really expect this person to go the extra mile and possibly
Yeah.
die? Like the fact that Maggie,
Sacrifice yourself for your friends.
right? The fact that Maggie started
R.I.P.
having seizures, it was like, girl, keep your hand out that bag. You don't leave the Scrabble tiles alone.
Oh my
You're
God.
seizing. Like, can we chill out?
Stop.
Let's find another way to do it.
Stop.
Okay,
Stop. Stop.
We're diving in.
I really appreciated Penny F and Wise.
Penny effing wise, Megan.
Pennyworth Wisemore. Don't know that man.
Now, there was a lot of chatter online about people being upset that it took the time, the amount of time it took. It's like it took so long for us to finally get the clown.
It's not about him.
It's not about him. Also, if that's what you're complaining about, while all of this lore and world building is happening, like we were getting hit with things that we had no
Right.
information on. And
Right.
I'm saying that as someone who hasn't read the book, just going
Yeah.
off the movies. We're getting
To
so
have
much.
to have Dick Halloran dropped in, if you've seen The Shining and you're like, weird.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, well, there's a reference to Shawshank. They'll start talking about Shawshank. And you're
Right.
like, maybe this is just a Castle Rock anthology pulling from lore. Juniper Hill comes up in Needful Things.
Right.
You're thinking about this, and then you're like, oh no, he's in this story. And then you're like, what else don't I know?
Right.
What did I miss? Like the oh, I had it and I missed it. The Native American tribe in that area,
Yes.
like Wanna Pocky. I'm gonna Google it because I'll mess it up.
Mm.
Um, that history in the book, and they go into it a lot more. And I
Mm.
can't. I kept referring to it as the like chunks of dragon glass, which I know it's not dragon glass.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
uh, but like that, digging into that, and then you're like, we'll get Pennywise. He's everywhere.
Yeah. Don't
He's
worry.
everywhere.
Don't worry. We'll get plenty.
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
Anytime someone looks a little creepy or a little girl decides to eat raw liver in the backseat of her car.
Yeah. How about whenever you see a red balloon?
Everywhere.
Can we relax, you guys?
Yeah.
He's here. Pennywise is around. Like, so when I saw
Yeah.
those complaints online, it was like, you know what? I, hey,
They're missing the horror. Like I think they're like missing the real scary part of
yeah,
it is
yeah.
that like the humans have made a choice,
Mm-hmm.
maybe influenced, whatever. Like there might be under like a dark spell, whatever. I get that, but like choices are being made, and that's a pretty damn scary story. And how
Yes.
quickly do they turn on other people in their town that they've known forever?
So my follow-up point to that, does expanding the mythology enhance the fear or demystify it? So to your point of everything we were learning about, and then also the influence that Pennywise has in the town. When they got to the episode, I think it might have been 5 or 6, when they talked about Pennywise shedding
Mm,
during his sleep cycle,
mm,
and that entering the town's drinking water and basically becoming part of the biology of
yeah,
the entire ecosystem of the town,
yeah.
or is
Literally poisoning the well.
poisoning the well. And we're talking, and for everyone, like it's like you got to remember, Pennywise was there before the settlers came,
Yeah,
so they came into an area that was already poisoned,
yeah,
and the town was built on top of that.
yeah.
So we're talking about generations of people with Pennywise in their system.
Mm-hmm.
That is insidious. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that type of writing, holy shit. Was that
It
referenced anywhere in the book? In it?
Yeah, it goes. So it's
Okay.
the Wabanaki Nation. I mixed my P's and B's.
Okay.
The Wabanaki Nation, which is native to those parts of Maine. Those indigenous communities that have been in there again, pre-settlers, pre Derry, all of that
Right.
kept it at bay. But it does. The book goes into that story of it Pennywise, this being this kind of eldritch terror that that goes back kind doesn't quite predate the creation of Earth. If you follow
Right.
like in Native American stories of the creation of Earth, of it being like molded on the turtle. Hi, there's turtles everywhere.
Hello.
Like there's it goes back. It is old. It is older than time,
Right.
and it has this cycle. And certain people in the town figured out a way to cage it in a space and uh good colonizer fashion, we're just going to build right on top of it because it looks great. I'm like, oh, did you
Oh,
have something to say? Is the soil sour here for another good Stephen King reference? No, fine, it's fine. Just gonna plow this
unbelievable.
over, put a little
I,
Walmart right here.
I do love that consistency, huh? We're gonna
Whew.
just gonna put a building on top of whatever Indian sacred grounds we can and hope for the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
Just hope for the best. Yeah.
Which is funny. Before we started recording, we were talking about um like old you think of these like older Stephen King stories and the narratives and then new movies and how younger people are just kind of view new versus old. And I think
Mhm.
of we have right now with Sinners and movies like that, you have it's a bit of a more open dialogue of just like cultures completely ignoring indigenous cultures
Yeah.
of any given area.
Yes.
That's actually been an ongoing. Stephen King has written about it in so many different ways through this lens, which I'm like, it will always, and is has always been a relevant theme, like story and theme. And I hate to boil it down to a theme because it's a fact in so many ways, but
Right.
uh, it's yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So when we did get Pennywise, how did that reveal? It was amazing to experience it. So I watched the series twice. I watched it
Hmm.
in real time with you, and then me and Bree watched it after she watched it 1 and 2, 2017
Hmm.
version. So I was really, really excited to do the rewatch and be able to watch her watch.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
when Maddie, first off, when Maddie popped back up on the
Nope.
rewatch, on the rewatch, right? I was looking at her and she was like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh boy, this is
She
going to
doesn't know.
be fabulous. And when he turned into Pennywise, I said, now that's
Oh,
the reveal, fam. That's
that's
the
it.
reveal. Like, what are we
That's what you
talking about?
wait for. That is what
Yes.
you wait for because
Yes.
he's smart. When he's got a lot of juice, when he's got a lot of fear, a lot of
Yeah.
steam to pull off of,
Yes.
uh he's clever and he's not going to fully reveal himself and he'll pop up in these little ways and
Yeah.
someone has a look in their eye or a smile or whatever, but when he needs to show up, he's going to show up and it's going to be big. Again, we're like screeching and squealing and I'm like, it's not him, it's not him. That's not Maddie. People don't come back. People don't
People
come
don't
back.
come
Nope, nope,
back.
nope. Nope, 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 nope,
Maddie
no.
said he sleeps during the daytime. That is a lie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
For a second there. So initially, immediately when you saw Maddie, you were like, no, you didn't
no,
trust
I
it
was like,
from the jump.
there was something when he popped out of his little tent, 'cause they were in their little
Yeah,
hideout in that building. He popped out of that tent. I'm like, no,
I don't like it. No.
you don't live through this demonic childbirth, which again, that first episode, way to just
Ooh.
knock people straight into the show to have the most horrific demonic childbirth. Just like,
How do you
we're just
open?
watching.
Right. How do
We're
you
just
open with
watching it.
that? The hell?
Ugh, I don't know. Ugh, ugh. No, I was like, it can't. This cannot. This can. It's too. No, no. But
Okay.
I didn't expect.
That.
I didn't expect that reveal. I didn't think Maddie was going to turn into Pit. Like I didn't think
Right. Right.
because he just embodies people and he'll use people and people are
Yeah.
puppets and like that part I didn't get, but it was spectacular.
Yeah. When we see Pennywise become people,
Hmm.
it is, again, talking about a daytime horror. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing him hanging out, kicking it,
No,
traveling with people, like leading. Don't
no,
no, we're not seeing all of that.
no.
He was at the standpipe with them all day long,
Oh
chilling.
yeah, yeah.
Just you're Pennywise the entire time. So I like you, like my my neck hairs rose, and I'm like,
Yeah.
something's funny here, but all
I
right,
was like,
I'm okay.
yeah,
Maddie's back. Let's see how this works, you know.
it can't be. It's a
Yeah.
very, and I think the one thing that I love about it in general, but also Welcome to Derry did really, really good because again, we get more into the townspeople in the neighborhood and their relationships and how they work. It's a lot of the horrors, those everyday scary things are just hiding in plain sight,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
is he. He's just
Which is
out here in
glorious.
these streets being
Which is
creepy.
glorious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
makes it even more scary because then you're like, I cannot trust anything.
No,
Nothing is what it seems.
no matter what time or day. And that's
Yeah,
another element, right? Usually with these other monsters, they're nocturnal. There's
right,
periods with
right,
him, you get some time off, but even within that time period, there's that essence of him in
right,
the
right,
atmosphere that's not
right.
going anywhere.
Yeah, he never
Yeah.
fully goes away.
Never fully goes away. What would you consider the best scare or most disturbing idea introduced
Um,
this season?
well, I did reference the first episode, that baby in that car.
Yeah.
Um, Horrific. Just from like a what are we watching? What is happening right now was wild. Marge in the eyes when they're
Oh my
when they're in the
God.
class. Oh my geez. But what I really, it was just gory and horrific. And I'm like, why are you going for like a skill saw here? Like, what are we
Yeah, well,
doing?
please
Like,
don't, Mark.
why?
No.
Why? um, but what I loved about that too, which went in and kind of led into how we're perceiving Lily as a
Yeah.
character,
Yes.
is that scene with the two of them, and then how the classroom is seeing them. And I was like, that's
Oh,
wild because at that point, it turned, I don't know, it turned a gate. That was pretty insane. Best scare, pretty disturbing. The
yeah.
hardest thing, well, there's a number of things that are like gut wrenching and really hard to watch. The the whole scene and the whole storyline around the black spot, which
Oh,
then of course leads to our Lord Knight, our
yeah.
little drummer boy Richie. Devastating,
Yeah.
devastating.
That was devastating.
It's
Yeah.
terrifying to me. Like
Oh,
it's terrifying. Like that scares me when the whole town rolls up and
yeah.
that is the scariest thing of that show
Yeah.
to me.
So I would thank you for bringing up Richie perishing at the black spot. I would
Oh,
say definitely was the most I know we didn't ask that specific question, but that was the most devastating moment of the
hmm.
entire season. Um, I love seeing once they did the Avengers Doomsday ads, I know you started seeing all over
All the
threads
memes.
wherever else all the such and such will return in the Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
When they did Richie will return in Avengers, I was like, let's go.
Let's
Go.
go.
Let's bring
Yeah,
Richie
he's
back.
back. He's
He's
back.
back.
Drumsticks in his pocket. Going. Yeah.
Jump six in his pocket, they're flipping the bird. Like
Oh,
Richie was amazing.
we
We
accept
accept
this.
it.
We accept this. It's fine. This is
Best
great.
scare for me, definitely Ronnie's mom, the bed turning into Ronnie's mom.
Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah.
I was terrified for her. Like,
Yeah.
you're
That
already
little
going
girl.
through, oh my God. You're already going through so much. And then me not having read the book, but also having the understanding that at some point, Pennywise does get Ronnie. At some point, because she speaks from the sewers in chapter one. It's chapter one.
Yeah.
She speaks to Bev. She's one of the voices. So at some point, it does happen. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at this
The
like, oh,
toughest kid in that damn town.
tough, hard as nails,
She was
hard as nails.
such a sweet character.
Yeah,
Um, I just so well written in that the actress whose name is Amanda Christine,
yeah,
like again, acted the shit out of it.
killed it.
Just sweet kiddo. I'm
Yeah,
like, why? Why
I
we
love
got
those
why?
kids, man.
Like
Ah, kids,
again,
they
whole
know.
movie theater scene. The first episode Before we get into also character specifics, my favorite, again, way to start out with a really stellar first episode, to fool everyone and think that we have these two characters that you're assuming are going to be the main characters and to just
You rat
out.
bastards. You rat
Yeah.
bastards.
And
Yeah.
it's a Eurus. So you're like, oh, Stanley Eurus. It's him. It's his
Right.
uncle.
Right.
Like he died.
Yeah. So Teddy and
Stanley. Right? No, 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 no.
Phil. Phil.
Phil. Yeah.
Yeah. Phil was the taller one.
Yeah.
And then little Susie. Oh, oh no. Why'd y'all take Susie?
No.
Why'd y'all take Susie? Susie was adorable. Susie
Arm.
was adorable in the library. She was so adorable.
Man, and then you're like, what else?
Right.
Who's left?
What do you do?
Who do we have? Whomst kids are gonna run this town? Like, what?
Yeah. So is the understanding that Teddy, the younger brother, the older brother is Stanley's dad, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like low key trying to draft this like family tree, because you have the whole town. You have the Bowers.
Yes.
You have the Kirsches, obviously.
Yep. Yep.
Like who's it? Bowers. And then
Richie.
Santos, Richie Santos in this one, but Tozier's, and I don't think we get Tozier's,
Tozier. Yeah,
and we don't get Denboroughs yet.
Yeah, we didn't get
it. Was the other? There was another. Oh, I think Masters. They're like Masters is another name that pops up in the other movies later. So you're getting this like town history of these families that have been there for generations and like don't leave despite the fact that every 27 years numerous children get missed.
Right. We're all good with that. It just, it's just the price we pay for not moving. What are we doing here, guys?
The price we pay for living on the river? I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, what is it? What?
You live on the river. Make sure your kids
are in the 60s? Like,
yeah, make sure your kids are in by 6 p.m. and it's all right.
Yeah.
The rest of those kids that go missing, they're runaways. They're just, times are hard. So kids are running away.
Do you know where your children are? Yeah.
So most disturbing idea for me, I already mentioned it, was definitely Pennywise, him shedding into the town. Because it just gave me so much more perspective and made me just really kind of zoom out. It's like, okay, we already know he crashed here before there were any human inhabitants in that area. We got that. Cool. To know that this is the effect that he's had on that area for so long and moving forward, it's just like, oh, so when he's not around, he's around consistently.
His reach is imminent. It is everywhere. You can't escape it.
At all. He's the vibranium of Derry. It's in everything, bro.
The opposite like component here. But it's leached into everything, and it's inescapable. Which is also again to you go past the obvious horrors and the scary and the spookies and the that's terrifying.
Right. Unbelievable.
And even when some people try to leave, they can't.
They can't leave.
And when you leave, you forget.
Which keeps everything nice and safe and tucked in for him where people aren't remembering.
Very convenient.
Right.
Yeah.
They can't they can't go and get help. They can't send help back. What are we even talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very sinister. And amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And it makes for just epic storytelling. I mean, again, because it touches everything, touches every part of that town.
How do you measure up the human horror versus the supernatural horror for this first season?
Yes. That's my answer.
The answer is yes.
Sure do. I think I brought this up before too. The human element, I think, is always the most terrifying.
Yeah.
It's when faced with a decision or when faced with something what do you do? What is your choice? How do you choose to move forward? When you discover this rare mineral, whatever dragons is in the earth,
Yeah.
what do you choose to do with it? Your first thought is like, I could weaponize it. It's this, it's that. The supernatural, though, as someone that like, I love that folklore. I
Yeah.
love the stories of eldritch terrors. I love H.P. Lovecraft. Like I love that element that I'm like, I just love the depth at
Yeah.
which it's not just a scary clown. He's not just a scary clown. He's
Right.
worse, in fact, than this scary clown. So I feel like the show did a really great job of, I think, finally, and the movies started to touch on that
Sure.
a bit. We got more of it obviously in chapter two, but this really like laid so much of that groundwork, which makes the next seasons, whichever comes after this, is going to be. That's what I'm excited about. Of
Oh,
like,
yeah.
let's get into this like
Yeah.
outer worldly. I still need to know a little more what the deadlights are. Like, I need
Yeah, I feel you.
more around that.
I
Like,
feel you. Yeah.
but I mean, is it meant to be understood? I don't know. I don't know. And that also could be an answer, and I could maybe have to live with that. But
I mean, the way it's been delivered so far, I am satisfied. But at the
hmm
same time, it does give, the path to curiosity. Like, I like the way you guys are telling these stories. Oh, tell me more.
hmm
Please,
yeah,
please tell me more.
yeah,
Give me, give
yeah.
me, give me. So for me, and I think this is why I do love the lore so much. And I do
hmm
like the types of um horrors that I like. So I just saw a trailer for The Strangers Part 3, right?
Mm.
And I'm like, how would this make it to a third film? Shoot these people. It's just so when it comes to like the human horrors of a
hmm
situation like this, what you described at the black spot, I know for many people that was the most horrific thing
hmm
that they saw, and it really was traumatizing. I have a very low bar for humanity. And I think
hmm
that we, through media,
hmm
literature, we have a much loftier idea of who people are,
Yeah.
who humans are, and what they can be.
hmm
And we ascribe humanity to everyone with the pulse. And that ain't the case. There are
hmm
people walking around that are absolute monsters of individuals,
Yeah.
and they're completely separated, devoid
Yeah.
from what it takes to live in community with other people and have
Yeah.
empathy and actually care
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
And they're
So
not being influenced by an eldritch terror from outer space.
exactly, exactly,
Not to interrupt
exactly.
you in that moment, but
Right,
I'm like,
right, right. So at the very least, there is some type of bail you can shoot, some of the people in Derry. But at the same time, racism is racism, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
hmm
And I don't, not like I'm over it, but it's like that aspect doesn't surprise me. I
well, because it's
watched,
not new.
yeah,
And
it's
it's,
not
yeah, and you're
new.
like, so,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
you
not new, and
gotta,
y'all do horrible shit. I see people doing horrible shit all of the time. I always joke with Morgan that I shouldn't say joke, but as much like crime content that we consume, whether it's SVU or a
hmm
Dateline special or, something on cults.
right, right.
Statistically, we've all been in the supermarket with a serial killer. We just have.
hmm
Statistically, we've all been in line with someone that was shopping for supplies for someone they have in their basement. It's
Yeah,
just the way that works. At
yeah.
some point, this has happened. So when I see those types of horrors and thrillers being
hmm
done, you got to do it. You got to do it
Right,
well to keep me in. There's only
right.
so many seasons of You that I could watch before I'm like, okay, what are we doing? All
Yeah.
right, all right. You
Yeah.
got
Oh
okay,
my
great.
God. Yes. Thank
You know,
you.
you know.
Started off strong and you're like, again?
Yeah, yeah. So it was the same way. Like I didn't even because of that feeling. I
hmm
didn't even, no matter how good people told me Dexter was, I didn't even want to start it. It was just like, I need supernatural shit.
Sure.
I need the unexplainable to be put in front of me so
Right.
someone can creatively and very well explain it to me and make it all make
Hmm.
sense. And
Hmm.
then it's glorious. This is, oh my God,
Right.
so good. That's what I need. I
Yeah.
went and watched In the Mouth of Madness again a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is my warm spot. I
Hmm.
love, I absolutely love that
It's a
movie.
good place.
Like,
It's a good place.
oh, little squirmy things. Yeah, yeah. Coming from some cosmic place. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me all of
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
Give me all of that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's epic.
It is. It is. It is. There are themes of generational trauma and
Mm.
denial and things like that happening all throughout this.
Everywhere.
Um, I definitely feel like I definitely feel like it's not that if I were to measure it to the films, I just think we have
Hmm.
more time with the characters.
That's exactly what I wrote. I was like, we
Yeah.
just have time. We have the luxury of 55 or whatever, however long, 50-minute episodes where you
Right.
can like build and tell and you can dig in and you can reference other people and then we can start as viewers piece those family trees together in our
Yeah.
heads of like, who is this? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And being able to just watch it play out. It's like, oh my God, I know who your dad is. I know who your uncle is. Oh my God, you work at this
Hmm.
store. Oh goodness gracious. Like,
Right.
and then now again, getting for me, non-book reader, getting that backstory of what the town has been experienced generation after
Hmm.
generation with the different cycles of
Hmm.
Pennywise. And again, referencing the ecosystem being changed around them.
Hmm.
uh, yeah, the generational trauma is serious business here.
It's serious.
Serious.
And if you go back, if you look at that family tree, that Derry family tree in your head, the Bowers,
Mm,
historically bad. But I'm like, weak-willed, weak-minded family. I don't know.
yeah,
Like they're easy
easy,
to
easy
take
prey.
power of, right?
Yeah,
It's like so you have those repeats and the Hanlons who come up and are always I feel like the Hanlons are a family that it tries to go after and it tries to poke holes and find those weak spots and it never can. So
yeah,
then it wants to go after it even more because it's like I
yeah.
didn't break you once, I'm gonna try again. And
Hmm.
every generation of this family that experiences this same thing, but they don't remember after too long, right? There's like moments of forgetfulness
Yep,
as the decades go,
yep.
but then you have another like superstellar Hanlon boy because they're all boys in the story but like
Right.
they have it again and it's like I'm gonna try to break this one. I don't know, it's yeah,
Yeah.
just the execution of how those through lines are stitched was really brilliant
So good.
and
So
then
good.
makes I feel like makes that depth, it just makes it depth, it gives that story depth, like it
Mhm.
makes it a bit more, I don't know, it feels real.
Yeah, super real. Super real. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like generational trauma isn't something that we get to see play out in horrors
Mm-mm.
traditionally. It's always like what's happening in that moment. But then
Right,
when you
right.
introduce a villain, a horror, an entity that has cycles like this, and then
Hmm.
you take the time to say, "Hey, okay, it's not just enough to understand that this thing has cycles. Now let's delve into what happened during each one of these periods,
Right, right.
and just
And
and the backward storytelling that's going to happen is
mhm.
just like, oh
I-
my God,
I'm really fascinated to see how that plays out because what's in like when you look at the through line of this generational trauma, you look at the kids of like who's so and so's kids, who where
yeah,
Mike
yeah,
Hanlon now. Think of the things he's afraid of, and now that you've seen Will, why is he afraid of that? And
right,
what's his relationship now with his grandpa, right? Like
right,
now that makes sense because we've seen what they've experienced and whether or not in whatever timeline we're in, the elder of any given family, whether or not they really remember their experiences with it, it's still in there
yeah,
somewhere.
it's in
Like
there, right,
that's in there. Like
yeah,
it's in your bones, like it's in your muscles. You can't they haven't dealt it with it. They haven't been able because they can't talk about it and they I don't know.
yeah,
It's just so deep. So then you can put yourself in the place of whatever version, whatever timeline that losers club is, right? You're like, this is why they're making these choices. And it's a again, just a wild ride to watch it all. But now that we're going backwards, I'm like, well, who's who's prior to that? I'm
Yeah.
curious of Lily's history
Yeah. Yeah.
because she's the one that I couldn't. I had a
Trace.
theory.
Okay.
I had a theory of who would be who, where her lineage would go, and how that family would grow, and then it was proved wrong with that last episode. Uh,
Boy, was it.
Happily so. I was
Happily so.
stoked, but then I'm like, well, then what about Lily?
Yeah.
Uh, so I don't know, but maybe she doesn't. Maybe that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It,
don't know.
with Lily, I think you're right. I think we're going to get something with who the parents are
Hmm.
in the next season, and
Yeah.
it might be the through line because as much as I love us having different iterations of the Losers Club, um, this is what we got just now is our canonically our
Hmm.
first Losers Club,
Right. Right.
but in the way the story is being told, our last version of the Losers Club because
Hmm.
27 years, like we watched Pennywise learn that the children were the best prey and the
Right.
best way to go after them.
Right.
We watched the entity learn that.
Right.
Um, so prior to this, now I'm interested to see how the storytelling is going to work with children not being centered.
Mm.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
does it lose a little of that magic?
I think
Which sounds really fucked up to
I know,
say,
right?
but it because it is this. God, that's a terrible. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Well, describe
That's a
this
really,
magic. What do you mean by that
yeah.
magic?
It's
Be a little
just
more specific.
it's this. I wrote this down in my notes because like I'm trying to remember everything, and I was like, it is the friends we made along the way.
Yes.
And I say that very tongue in cheek, but it's actually quite accurate. Um, it's facing your fears, of course. It's facing the unknown. It's realizing that you don't have to face that alone. It's relying in your friend. It's relying in your community. It's having faith in your community. It's having faith in like the people around you. I don't know. There's so much about that. And then it's so much about a million other things as well. But I feel like that coming of age story with children and these kids at the age that they are just tells that naturally. I think often a lot easier than it is to tell with adults.
Yeah.
We're all we're all very jaded people as adults, right? But and we have so many other responsibilities and things that like that storytelling happens, I think, a little easier in a way with just some young little folks. But
Yeah.
I don't know. But also, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Hmm.
So the next one would be the 30s, right? And
Yes.
then so season two would be like 1933, 36, whatever.
And that's the
And then
Bradley Gang massacre.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. But that's also, is that not when Pennywise finds um Bob, like the clown? Like, is
I
that not
think
when he finds him
I think
and
that
like
is when he
takes
finds
that
him.
clown? So we'll get that.
So yeah, okay.
But
Good point.
then,
Because he does show up in the town during the
right,
massacre as the clown.
as the
Yeah, it does he
clown,
has the
right,
clown identity at that point.
right.
So
So
yeah, there still could be
then
kids. You're right.
there could be a few, but then the third one, when it goes back to the early 1900s,
That predates the clown. That predates
full Eldritch
Bob
Terror
Gray.
story. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a.
But I
I'm
mean, what we
just.
saw, those flashbacks of what the Native Americans went through in the woods with that was shit was
That was scary. That was
oh
like.
what? Yeah.
Also, Rose. Shout out to Rose for
I love
just
I love
holding it down.
I love
Uh, being a literal pillar of the community.
that.
Really lovely. She
Yeah.
was lovely.
Yeah. I love how Derry has been this central place
Hmm.
within my limited exposure to the Stephen King mythology for so long. There was a movie, it was 11/23.
11/22/63.
Okay, 11 twenty two
Yeah,
sixty three.
that's it. Yeah, it's
So I
great.
haven't seen it yet. I am gonna watch it.
We could cover that one next if you want to,
Okay.
because I really
Right.
actually want to rewatch it. It's good.
So
It's good.
I heard so after this I went and watched someone like they broke down the entire Stephen King like catalog and how
Hmm.
they're all connected. And it was just
Hmm.
like, man,
It's
it's
great.
amazing.
And it's not across everything, but you have
Right.
these pockets of stories that make these crosses. That's why
Yeah.
whenever I mean, I think it was in the first episode when they're talking about Lily and her experience in Juniper Hill, I just finished re-listening to Needful Things on
Okay.
audiobook, and I was in Juniper Hills
Juniper
referenced in
Hill.
there a lot, and I was
Got
like,
you.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. It's great.
Yeah, so having Derry centered as this place, like whenever it's mentioned in any way, it's just like, ooh,
Hmm.
you get a little shudder, you get a little, ooh, right, and yeah, a little.
Because it's spooky.
Yeah,
The town
yes,
is cursed. The
the
town
town
is
is
cursed,
cursed,
like you said.
right? And now
It,
this curse is like it's further explained in a way
hmm.
like now we know what the curse is.
Hmm.
Now we have a. It's not like before it was cursed like this thing lives there. And it's like, no, this thing is the town.
Yeah,
This town, the entire town,
yeah,
physically cursed.
yeah.
Yeah,
And you
just
can't, and again, you can't escape it. It's this
no.
thing that touches, it embodies that whole, it is everything in that whole town.
Yeah.
And that is again, that wild, you're like, I can't, it's not one person, it's not a group of people,
Mm-mm.
it's the whole kit.
There's two references to Derry. There's two references to Pennywise specifically
Hmm.
in the first season of Nosferatu. Um,
Oh, that's right.
yeah, at the Parnassus bar, there is a clown that looks like Pennywise. Looks like a very raggedy version of Pennywise there.
He's a
Um,
classic.
right. And it's like after watching, Welcome to Derry and of course it and everything else, seeing that reference to Pennywise was great. But then the dynamic in which they placed that facsimile of
Mm.
Pennywise being fearful of any other person, I was just like, okay, that was cute. Anyway, it's not my Pennywise on it. Yeah.
He's got a legacy, I'm
He's
telling you.
got a legacy.
Across, in and outside of Derry, he has a
Yes.
legacy. Across horror
Across or
genres
period.
everywhere.
And
Period.
then on the map, the Inscape map, they had Pennywise Circus labeled
So
Pennywise
good.
Circus. And I was just like, oh shit. And yeah, so the writers talked. That was a cool thing. That was,
That's cool.
they got that was sanctioned. They could do that. I was like, that. So this is the
I
one,
love that.
right? That
It's
one
just
Inscape is the one place where these universes collide, where you could go from
wild.
one new.
That's
That's
wild.
dope as fuck. That's dope as fuck.
He is omnipresent in
He's
this.
omnipresent. He's omnipresent. How do you feel about that storytelling that we're getting, especially uh, with regards to the happening within these 27-year periods?
Hmm.
Like, how much are you looking forward to, the change of the scenery, the change of the times? I think Machete did a very good job
Hmm.
nailing everything,
Yeah.
really getting
It
those time periods dialed in, especially within the within the show, because we got the show itself was a flashback from the movies.
right,
And
right,
then within that show, you gave us flashbacks of other time periods.
right.
Like,
And it took me a moment that first, probably until like the second episode where I had to like remind myself that we are in the timeline set from the movies. We're in the
right,
timeline set from the
as
films.
opposed to the book.
This is
Yeah.
where as opposed to the book, as opposed to the series in the 90s. Like I had to reset that. And once I like had yeah,
Yeah.
it clicked. But I the scene jumping and telling those stories, there's so much just subtle visual cues that you could see that you'd know you're back in a different time. So I'm excited to see that play out in these future
Yeah.
seasons because it's especially from the 30s to like 1903. That's a massive change. Like
Huge.
I'm really curious.
Yeah.
I
Those
kind of
flash.
don't know what to expect, but it's going to be great.
That's why I think it's going to be great to me because I
Yeah,
feel like once I trust the writers and directors
yeah,
in certain projects, it's like, you know what? I don't care. Give it to me. I'm here
yeah,
for it. Let's just
yeah,
deliver it.
yeah.
The flashback they gave us with Ingrid when she was younger as the nurse at Juniper, and
Hmm.
she'd overheard one of the children talk about the clown being in the basement.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whew. The way they handle all of that, cutting to black and white, cutting to using different cameras, different styles of shooting, different cinematography in shooting that. It was just like, oh my God, okay, this is dope. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, I was just like, y'all are killing it. Um, even in the black and white, the red, it was, and Marvel has been doing that a
Oh,
lot with black, white, and red books. Even with the black and white, that red just popped, and it was just like, oh man,
oh, it was so good. That was,
yeah,
yeah. There's um, the colors and kind of the fogginess and graininess of scenes changed. Like the
mm-hmm,
military had, like
yeah,
the military base had like an aesthetic. The downtown is kind of like dusty.
mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm,
the just those subtle visual cues for all of those time jumps and space jumps and like different people's perspectives on things was so well executed
yeah,
that I think it in my head it makes those time jumps easier because you now have this like visual space.
yeah, yeah. I think in thinking about like some of the new things that were introduced uh for this first season, one, the military having any aspect and interaction
Yeah.
with the entity as Pennywise was like. So when I first started seeing like trailers and I see the military, I'm like, how are they
Hmm.
playing into this? You think Stranger Things. I didn't watch the last season of Stranger Things yet, so just throw that out there.
Okay, I
But
won't say anything.
okay, but just like okay, so what's happening here? What are they
Right,
experimenting
right.
with? What's the idea? What are they trying to weaponize? And just them having knowledge of that entity in that town
Hmm.
was wild to me. And I was talking to Brianna about it, so I'm curious as to how high up the chain of command that information went, because the
Right.
amount of money that was spent to establish that base, have all that
Hmm.
personnel, do all the things they were doing, you can't get those checks written without sending some information back to Washington.
Right.
Like something has to go
Right.
back up the pipeline.
Right.
So, and of course, because this is the world that we're in the Stephen King universe, this isn't the only place where weird shit is happening in the US.
Mm-mm.
You know what
Mm-mm.
I'm saying? This is one of many installations and programs, secret government
Right.
things that they're
Right.
doing. So that having that introduced to me throughout the via the show was just like, oh, it was like expanding the
Hmm.
world for me for a second there. And I think the other thing that kind of paralyzed me in the way it was delivered and then the ramifications was how Pennywise perceives time.
Yes. That was a wild curveball. And I hadn't you never really think about it before because everything we've been given through the stories has been these 27 years. So you're like, oh, he's just rolling along with us. That's fine. Coming in with some insider information about little Richie Dozier, which I was a little upset about.
Were you?
Only because I was hoping I was like Margie's his mom and she's naming her baby after Richie Santos because he's his dream and like
Right.
I love that. I love that discovery. I didn't want it to be so bluntly delivered. Um, we could have left it at a beep beep Marge and I would have been
You
fine.
would have got it, man.
I didn't need a flyer.
Beep
You
beep.
don't need to show me photo evidence. It was a step too far.
You know why I liked it?
It's fine, but
Yeah, I feel you. I do feel you on that. I liked it specifically because of the way Pennywise delivered it.
yeah.
He
I
was
mean
like,
that
"You
he
little shit," and he
yeah.
like he balls it up and throws it at her face, and it's just like,
That was
the,
very funny.
yeah,
He's a petty bitch.
right, right.
He kind of like when he knows he's being bested, he's like, yeah, you
God,
little
get
shits.
so upset,
This
so
is what you
upset.
get for going after children.
You are a cosmic entity that has existed for a millennia. Could you not be this petty in this moment?
And
No,
you're
that's
getting
too much to
bested by
ask.
13-year-olds? No.
Right. You still have the
No.
upper hand. You literally have the upper hand right now.
No.
When he balled that and threw it at her, I said, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
He looked like a pissed off substitute teacher, and it was hilarious. You guys don't
Uh,
normally act like this. I know you don't. I know
yeah.
you don't. You're
No, he
cutting up
did. He
because you
did.
think I'm soft. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like
And
That,
maybe I am right now.
but the idea that all of this shit is happening at the same time for Pennywise.
That was a wild shift. So
Oh,
he sleeps, he goes in these like sleep cycles, but he's aware of his whole existence. It's a bizarre uh
yeah.
it feels like physics to me, and I didn't do so well in that class. It's hard to like square, but of course he's a
Yeah,
being that's beyond this earth. So
right.
why time
Why would
isn't
he?
linear?
Exactly. So
Time is just cycles, and he lives that same cycle, and the cycle just happens to last 27 Earth years.
exactly. And to leave us with that on the last episode, I was just like, so wait, he could be hunting the predecessors every 27 years trying to stop his death or birth, or however he's looking at this.
Right.
That's what we could be watching
Because
happening.
he knows
Right.
in one of these cycles, a Denborough,
Yeah.
a Marsh, right? These are the ones that get me. This is the group that
Right.
kills me. These
Right.
names. So I'm just gonna go down this line. I'm gonna follow that lineage.
Yeah. Those names are his Infinity Stones,
Hmm.
basically.
Where's this Pennywise gauntlet with just the faces of these kids on them? Oh my God.
Those are his Infinity Stones. I gotta go back. I gotta get these guys off the table.
I know.
We gotta
Yeah,
get this handled.
but he can't.
Right.
Keep
Right.
coming back.
The the I guess whatever that material is, that
Dragon glass.
dragon glass that he was in.
It has a name, and
Okay.
I should have Googled here. I'll Google now.
Okay.
But
Whatever that
it's the like
what he was encased in.
it's like the meteor
You're right.
crashed down from outer space and basically made like obsidian glass
Yeah.
of sorts.
But I
Yeah.
feel like whatever the meteor was,
Hmm.
that was its cage. That was the
Yes.
cage.
Yes. Yeah.
And then yeah, once it collided and turned into that, it still had whatever native material that was his
Hmm.
cage
Hmm.
merging with, whatever materials are here on Earth, and it
Right.
became that thing.
Right.
Seeing how that was used throughout the series, again,
Oh, I
incredible.
loved that.
Also as an explanation as to why Pennywise never left Derry
Right.
for
Yeah.
years and
Yeah.
years. He's just stuck there. We got
He's
that.
stuck.
We got that
There's a
all
boundary. Yeah.
right. That
Uh,
scene, when I thought we were going to get just desserts for Lily
oh, in
when
the
she was in the
sewers?
sewer, I was like, well, you know what? Hey, Lily, you had it coming. Uh,
Girl.
hey,
I
and
think
here
I
we
was
are.
mad at her at that time. So like she
Yeah,
was on a real
yeah,
downward
he
spiral right
was.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But it was cool. And
ooh,
he just is like
yo, that shit was insane. That was so well done. When
R.I.P.
he,
Taniel,
uh, poor Tanya,
baby. That
poor
guy.
Tanya. The way
She's scary.
Pennywise froze, teeth, everything, and then just the eyes were like, wait a minute, what's it? What's happening?
That's also super creepy. The like freeze and you don't
Yes, the way he was
you're
frozen in the
just this
last episode
moment.
too.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
frozen Pennywise is scary as shit.
it is very scary.
Yeah,
I
that's the
think
action
this
figure I
like
need.
if things are moving fast and things are going, like I'm gonna know what to do. Like
Right,
you're just fight or flight. But when
right.
something stops, I don't you freeze.
Yeah,
And you're like, what are you doing? And like you should keep running, but you're like
but you're because you don't know what's
it's
gonna happen next.
paralyzing. It's a
Yes.
really bizarre
Yeah.
and I feel like for everyone watching it too, everyone also just went
Yep.
like
Yep.
just stop breathing
I
because you're like, I
couldn't
don't know what he's
swallow.
gonna
I
do.
couldn't swallow.
Yeah,
I was literally in that moment. It's like,
yeah.
I
But
was
then to see like the markings light up and it to glow, and you're like,
yeah,
this obviously this is why these are used for this pillars. This has this like
we got something here. Yeah,
these
yeah.
elements, whatever is in this dairy vibranium, their branium,
They're radiant.
or whatever it is that contains it. It's like, but also to go back, and maybe this is a 1903 story.
Hmm.
How did he get encased? how did the Eldritch Terror, the being that is Pennywise, whether it's in spider form,
Hmm.
again, if you go back and rewatch The Mist, the big like Eldritchy guy at the end, very Pennywise-ish. Um, how did he get encased in that to begin with?
I mean, sounds like he lost a fight with Maturin, and
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Maturin handed his ass to him and was like, "I'm tired of your shit right now. I'm
yeah,
gonna send you off into space.
yeah.
Let's just
That's a
send you
story.
over there.
That's a story.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just send you over there. Just I don't got time for this
I'm
shit."
gonna just yeet you into space.
Right, right.
Go, goop.
When Rose gave Dick the Maturin route, um,
Mm.
I was like, "Holy shit, this is
There's
fire!"
a
And it made
there was
me.
a moment
Mhm.
where he was Pennywise in there. I swear.
Mm.
There's a moment.
When he smiles at Daniel. Yeah,
Yeah.
that big creepy smile. I was like, "Whoa, what is happening right now?" He
Was
was like,
that
"You can
before or
tell
after?
me."
No,
I was like,
was that when he was talking to Daniel in the sheriff's office? I may
"That's
have
when he was
crossed
talking to
those two
Daniel
things.
in the
Okay.
sheriff's office."
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Different.
yeah,
Different. When he takes the Manchurian route with Rose,
yeah. She's like,
that's when he goes back to his childhood, right? Yes. No. Yes.
No."
I'm just mixing us all up,
When he
friends.
takes the maturing route with Rose, that's when he starts to manipulate Pennywise, and
That's right. Thank you.
he's able to, I don't say not close his box, but he can
That's right.
it dampen the voices for him.
Yep.
It
Yep.
dampen the voices for him. He went after Pennywise using Daniel,
Yep.
and then that opened up more for him when actually they did the flyover first.
Right.
They did the
Yeah. And
flyover
he was
first.
able to locate the
He was able to
pillars
locate the
and get the,
pillars.
yeah.
Yeah, he did fly over first. He was able to locate Pennywise. He found
Hmm.
the well and all of that.
Hmm.
And then that was the first time Pennywise saw him.
Right.
And he was
Right.
like, we're a little fucked here. Then it was Daniel.
Hmm.
And yeah, that was creepy when he was smiling at Daniel and it
Yeah.
was like, you can tell me. And it was like, that smile's a little too hard, my guy.
Yeah. No.
This
Well,
feels
no.
weird.
Don't trust a
Feels fucking
smile.
no.
A
And then later on he
smile is
got
something special, and
right.
a ribbon is something rare.
The remixes of that song go hard.
Also, shout out to Patience and Prudence. Those little tots
Yeah.
sang some of the spookiest songs I've ever heard in my entire
I
life.
haven't heard anything else they've sung, so now I gotta go down
I'm
there.
gonna send you one. There is a song called Tonight You Belong to Me. Real spooky. Now you take that song and you cut it with Rocky Erickson, Night of the Vampire, epic Halloween cut.
Oh
But
my God.
terrifying. You're like, I don't want to listen to tiny
What the
children
hell
sing.
children
Anyways,
singing that?
segue,
Strange.
segue.
Very strange.
Creeps, creeps.
But yeah, so then once the shit happened with Daniel, and basically once they did the flyover and
Mm-hmm.
Pennywise saw him, it was like, who are you? That put the freaking crosshairs on Dick. And then that's when
Mm-hmm.
Pennywise came after him and
Mm-hmm.
opened the box, as his grandmother told him to keep closed to trap all those voices. And it was just hell. Hell for Dick for the
Ooh,
rest of the season.
yeah.
Absolute hell. Oh my gosh.
To
Yeah.
watch again, the acting stellar.
Yeah.
To be once those boxes opened and just they're there all the time and he
Yeah.
can't get rid of them and
Yeah.
they're bothering him, I think because they want him to help or listen but he can't acknowledge them because then you're sucked it like
Yep. Man.
dogs.
Yeah. And
Ooh.
it was great the timing of how they handle all of that,
Mhm.
especially around Rudy's death, the other
Yeah.
the military man.
Oh,
Yeah, Leroy's homeboy. And then
that
so
was
when Dick
another
emerged from
heartbreaking
the
moment.
sewers
Hmm.
and we saw,
And he looks.
yeah, and he looked and we see Paulie and it's like, oh, but Paulie looks different. Paulie's, oh, okay.
Hmm.
Wow, this is you just seeing the dead all the time
He
now.
sees dead people. Yeah.
He sees them.
He sees them and
He
he hears
sees
them and they
them.
follow him and they're with him all the time. Yeah, it uh Oh, super spooky. And
Yeah.
then again, you learn about these boxes in his mind, and then you, in our heads, flash forward to Dick Halloran as an old man in Doctor
Hmm.
Sleep,
Hmm.
explaining to
Oh,
Asa how to like, you got to make that box in your head. You got to
yeah.
like
Yeah.
put it in there and lock it up, and you do not open it again. Is
Unbelievable.
from Derry to like Miami, Florida, which is where I think he lives in the
Yeah.
wintertime, to Colorado.
Bruh. Bruh. Were there any moments as the book reader,
Hmm.
any moments that really like any cross sections of the lore, book, movie, TV show that you absolutely love, the through lines? Because I feel like this show gave them an opportunity to really delve into
Hmm.
the books and pull some
Well,
stuff through the books.
yeah, I
Still
think now
aligned with the
pulling,
movie.
yeah, I think now pulling Dick Halloran into it, now that we're able to get close enough to that time period that it would have fit,
Hmm.
he didn't quite fit in the time, in the decade in which they made the movies, because they wanted the current day movies to be
Right.
more modern day with us as
Right.
viewers, right? Which I get and I find and I respect that, and it was great. So introducing him, bringing him back into the fold, I think was great, and then really getting into, and they did this again with it chapter 2, but now we're getting into that, the lore, the eldritch terror, this like the like outer worldly being, but also digging into like the rituals, the ritual of Chud. How do you get him
Yeah.
back in the thing? Like that takes time. Like
Yeah.
it's complex, and
Yeah.
there's stories to it, and there's like riffs off of those main stories that you can't, I don't know, it's just really difficult to do unless it was focus. I don't even know if you could focus on that, because you have to then reference other moments for why this has relevance. And
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah.
I now I'm thinking when they're done with the series,
Hmm.
because he's shifted the timeline. Do we now want him? Do we now want the machetes to redo The Shining?
You know, you should watch the miniseries that came out in the 90s. It is horrific.
I heard. I
It
don't
is,
want to.
I hate the little
That's the
boy.
one
The
that's
little,
closest to the book, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it is. I think it's also maybe when Stephen King was going through AA, because there's a lot of additional
Okay.
AA, like former alcohol, which is relevant in The Shining a bit, but there's a
Sure.
lot in it, and there's a little bit in Doctor Sleep as well, but there's a lot of it in there, and you're like, whatever. Um, you could redo. It's just so hard because it's such a classic, and I think from genre wise, it's such a referenced film, and
Yeah.
it's a reference story that I think that makes it difficult. Not to say that it's impossible, though.
Right.
Not to
Kubrick
say
did
that
his
it's
thing, man.
impossible.
Kubrick did his thing. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And honestly,
But there's, yeah.
yeah. I mean, when he took on 2017, it chapters 1 and 2,
Hmm.
it's not like we didn't have them the made for TV movies that we loved.
Right. Yeah.
Those were baked into our childhood.
Hmm. Very much so. Yeah.
Was
Yes.
the shit for what it was
Yeah.
at the time. It was the
So
shit. It was the
funny.
shit.
Terrifying.
Yes. And to revisit that and give us Skarsgård's
Also,
version of Pennywise is just like, oh,
what a tall order. Going back to it chapter 1,
yeah.
and I think Castle Rock came out right before or maybe right after it
I
chapter
think it
1.
was like right after.
Right after.
Yeah.
Um to go toe to toe with Tim Curry,
Come on, bro. Come on.
tall order, and
Very.
crushed it.
Yeah.
Crushed it. Was similar enough, again, in that pettiness, there's a humor. His eye, the fact that that is his eye wandering
Yeah.
off to the
Yeah. The
side,
fact that he could do that.
it is
Crazy.
spooky face, like to capture that, to like watch, learn from that Tim Curry performance and
Hmm.
take that in and just take it to the next level. It's wild. It's wild.
And to watch him give us Bob Gray
Mm.
and
Who's
Pennywise.
also so spooky. And then you're like, is he a
Right.
people? He's kind of an ass.
He's kind of,
Yeah.
he's kind of like a, everyday Joe ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Just
yeah,
disgruntled guy is angry about his
disgruntled
work.
guy,
Yeah, he's got a hard job
single
trying to make his
dad, is,
shitty kids laugh.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? His wife left, his wife's gone. Kids
Living that carny life.
living that carny life, man, with dreams of being able to tour with his daughter one day. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
there was some connection with Bob Gray that was happening for
Yeah.
me. Like this,
Yeah.
damn, man. And then you get led away by a child to be turned into this entity that feasts on children. That shit was insane. In effing insane. Just, I don't know.
And there's those moments and scenes when he's talking to Ingrid when they're like in this sort of a shift
Yeah,
between
yeah.
the two is like,
Ooh,
yeah, it's a wild, like these subtle moments that also were just super spooky because you're like, I can't trust like, I can't
yeah,
trust this thing. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, but then he sounds really sincere sometimes. And she's like, Dad? And he's like, And you're like,
Right.
no, yes, no.
Periwinkle. Hey, how you
Yeah,
doing? I missed you.
yeah.
Give us the bow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You piece of
Oh,
shit.
and then he turned
Look,
that
look.
last conversation they had, uh, when I think,
hmm Ingrid,
so well
listen,
done. And you're like,
listen. I mean, to that conversation and then the conversation with Shaw, we had these moments
mm-hmm.
where Pennywise is like, look, I feel like y'all think y'all might know me. I am working to serve my own devices here.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I'm gonna use you to help me, and you will die.
that's it. And with Ingrid, he was like, hey, 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 listen, I understand the whole connection thing. And because of that connection, you are extremely useful to me. You
Yeah,
have no, yeah, you have no
let me
qualms about
leverage
farming
let me
children
leverage your
and
sad
farming
childhood.
adults
Yeah.
for my
Cool,
buffet.
cool,
That's your
cool,
thing.
cool, cool.
So I'm going to leave you. I'm going to
Yeah,
leave you. I'm going to say, all right, honey, I'm going to go take a nap now. He
yeah,
literally said this to her. I'll see you in a little while. I got to go get some rest.
yeah,
That's what this entity, this
yeah.
horrific entity is saying to you. And you're like, wait a minute. You're not leaving me. And it's like, oh, all right, let me see. How
Let me
can
put on my
I?
real face and tell you.
Yeah, put in my real face. You're really useful, so I don't want to kill you. I gotta keep you
Mhm.
around. Deadlights. That's what I'll do. I'll pull
Yeah,
out the
just
deadlights.
bang.
And that was incredible.
Stellar.
The
And we
step.
know what I love too is once we piece together Mrs. Kirsch
Yeah,
in Beverly Marsh's old apartment and in it I think it was chapter two, the her little skinny little
that
naked
was
old creepy lady was
nasty work. That was
skittering around in the
nasty work.
kitchen.
Yeah,
Ooh. And
peeking
she
out.
also had the dead eye. Oh man, that was so good. So
That
good.
was nasty. So having that moment and then the conversation with Shaw, and Shaw's
Mhm.
like, hey, you're free to go. We opened up the doorway. Now you can move on into the world. And Pennywise didn't necessarily say thank you, but was like, all right, I'll buy you. Okay, this buy you a pass. I'm going to keep it moving. Wait a minute. Uh, my sniffer is telling me we've met. Oh, right. Never forget a scent.
Yeah.
And chomp.
Yeah. Face off.
Face off.
Face off.
Shaw could have
Face off.
completely avoided that entire situation if he didn't even go over there. He had no reason to go over there.
I love the audacity.
Yeah.
He's like, I could reason with this guy.
Right. It's me.
I,
I represent the military. I'm the American government.
please, please.
Come on.
Maybe I've been privy. I've seen what you do. I can. He'll be fine.
You know how many medals I got?
Man to man,
You don't got any medals. Come talk.
clown to clown. Let's talk. Like
For
he's
sure, clown to clown. For
the
sure.
100% clown to clown. The moment though, that moment where he's let me let me reason with evil. Okay, go for
Yeah.
it, my guy.
Yeah.
But when he pauses and he's like, and that I was like, no, he can't. You can't So,
Bruh.
Pennywise, do your thing, please. This
Don't
one,
please.
pass.
That was yeah.
We'll look the other way.
Yeah, that was very gratifying. That was
Yeah,
very gratifying. But it spoke
beautifully.
what to Rose was saying in the first place. You think you can control this? You think you're in the driver's seat? What type of hubris is this? Like,
Yeah,
absolutely not. We've been dealing with this thing for centuries. You think you
centuries.
can control it? Good luck with that
No,
shit. Good
no.
effing luck with that shit. That last episode,
Whew.
when Richie came back, I lost
In a
my.
blaze of glory. I was crying. And Steve's like, "Were
Yeah,
you crying?" I'm like,
yeah,
"I'm not really
yeah.
crying."
What
And
are
we
you gonna
start
do?
literally, yeah.
How you not gonna cry? We cried when he died. We cried
Oh,
when he came back. There were moments when I'm in the room watching it by myself.
yeah.
Uh, and it was just like Richie.
Oh. So it was cheering though. It was cheers first
Yes,
because he pops up, and when everyone's like the mist, the wind, they're on the ice, it's Brisky and it's just and you're like, what? And this little guy,
just trucking
this
along.
little truck with little drumsticks in his pocket, just like steady pacing, converse on some ice.
Right, shortest kid in
He's
the
like, my
crew.
friends, fuck you, Pennywise. Big up, out, going. It was so sweet.
Yes,
It was just so sweet um to watch. And then again, I always think how fun. How fun to be an actor and you're like, I get to do this thing and like I get to
right.
touch someone.
I get to save the
Just
day.
like what a good I just
Yeah,
was so sweet.
yeah.
And then at the funeral though,
Oh
so
my
heartbreaking.
God.
But sweet. And again, when you think about the future of where Dick Halloran is going
Mm-hmm.
and him
Mm-hmm.
becoming this
More
this
endearing
mentor
character.
figure
Yeah.
and this endearing man and like always like he's got an eye out for these kids that have this shine. He
Yeah.
knows. He's
Now we
seen
know
this. He's
why.
seen what it does and it makes so much more sense. But
Hmm.
for him to tell the parents when they're sitting there, he's like he's there. Oh my God, the arm, that hand on your shoulder. Tears.
That was it. That was
Tears.
uh
Tears.
how about
So
I think we'd be remiss if we did not talk
we've skipped a few
about
things.
yeah, but if we did not talk about Marge's arc.
Oh, Marge. She, so
Whew.
her, not that they had an opposite arc, because Lily's arc was definitely a wave. This was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
ebbs and flows, very manic. Um, the scene with the three girls, with Ronnie,
Okay.
Marge,
Oh,
and
okay.
Lily through the woods of like,
Hmm.
we should take turns sharing it because
Hmm.
obviously Marge is, or Lily was being affected by holding
She was
this like
Gollum.
obsidian glass. Like she
Yeah.
totally Gollumed it. I very much so. Um, but Marge, what a little shit at the beginning.
Oh my God. Hated Marge. It was like get
Not
her off the
cool.
screen. Like, get out of here, Marge. You're totally missing what's important right now. Get the fuck out of
Not
here.
cool.
Oh,
Not cool.
oh. But then by the end, it was like, oh, yeah,
She
yeah.
got it.
Gonna
She
kill this
got it.
fucking clown. You damn right, Marge.
After she tried to skill saw her eyeballs out. Uh she figured it out. Sometimes you gotta hit rock bottom before you find your way to the top.
Sometimes you gotta almost skill saw your eyeballs out before you get it. You know.
I don't make the rules. I just watch these TV shows. I She did, and she was so. What's also I thought was really really sweet, knowing that Marge is now going to be Richie Tozer's mom.
Yeah.
Her humor,
Yeah.
her like she's this kind of smart assy. Her
Yep.
humor, her
Yep.
getting a little wiser at the end, was really sweet and really funny. And you're like, oh, okay,
This is where Richie got it
I
from.
see how this now
Cool.
is getting handed down to your
Yeah.
kids. Like, okay, okay. It was great.
Rewatching it one and two recently. Richie's jokes were just like, oh my God, Rich. Like you really the way they're told and just like just this whole perspective in which the film is delivered to us, you feel like you're one of the gang, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
you react in real time like, come on, Rich, what the fuck? When they're kids and when they're adults, it's like again, Richie, come on with this shit, bro. Like it's too much, man. Absolutely too much.
He's that everyone has one.
Yeah,
Everyone has that. It's just like, God, why
it's a
could you?
very relatable character.
Yeah,
Very.
yeah.
Okay, so you said we did skip a couple things. What did you have notes on? We wanted to make sure we hit.
episodes 2 through 8. There's too much to cover. There's too much. Charlotte Hanlon, please. Round of
Woo!
applause. Round of applause for for that townsfolk's
Yeah.
insight,
Yeah.
because we'll get it in little bits and pieces through the film. um and in the show, of course, you're focused on these kids. You're focused on the Hanlon, not Will Hanlon, his dad, like Leroy,
Hmm.
Dick, the
Yeah.
military, Rose, and then Charlotte is experienced, and this made a very intelligent, very skeptical woman.
Yes. Charlotte's on
Very,
point.
very on point, very like, nope, I see what you're doing, and nope,
And I
like,
don't like
feels
it.
weird. I don't like it. I
Hmm.
don't trust you.
Hmm.
Watching people do wrong by other people in this town, like, just
Yeah.
really like trying to call things out, but again, without making waves. Her, and this was like one of those first moments where and you start to kind of get clued into the town
Mm.
being like masked over and
Yeah.
their eyes kind of being in a fog, is when she breaks up the fight with
Yep.
those kids.
Yep. No one
And she
else
goes out,
paid it any
no one
mind.
else didn't even like passively like, hey, break it up. None of
Nothing.
that.
It was
None
it was
of
the
that.
same as when Ben was getting attacked on the bridge
Yes.
in
Yeah.
chapter one, and the car just rode by. We saw the balloon pop up, and it wasn't to
Right.
say that Pennywise is in the car, but this is the town. This is the influence.
Yeah.
The influence. We see it. We don't really see it. Keep it
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think she consistently, from like supporting Hank, trying to help him out, she's like, I can't not. This is my
Yeah.
nature as a
Yeah.
person. Like, I'm gonna figure out how to help people around these injustices. I know this is wrong. Let's get him out of this town. Like,
Yeah.
just,
That's what she was doing before she got there. Right.
and then for her to say
Mm.
they can stay.
Mm. I did not see that coming from her.
I did not
I
either,
wasn't
but
sure
they
how that was
had
gonna.
to,
They had
and I
to.
was curious. Like, they have
Right.
to. Like, we know with
Right.
the Hanlon family history, like, they have to stay. And I was like, she is gonna get like bamboozled or something. I don't know how they're
Something.
gonna figure this out, but I didn't think it would be her choice. But then she's making this choice because she thinks she's at this point where she's like, I'm gonna help this town. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I get it, but like, lady,
Bruh.
go.
So,
Yeah,
thank you for bringing up Charlotte. I totally, forgot how much of an impact she had on the entire situation.
yeah.
Um, and that opens the door for me to take shots at Hank. Hank Rogan, you absolute shit, bro, bro,
Kind
bro,
of like, just like he kind of wet blanketed. I don't know.
bro. So many different situations that you were just like, wrong choices made. I will never forget. I will never forget him coming out of that back room when the town showed up looking for
Mhm.
him. It was just like, dude, please, please, for the love of everything, can you
Yeah,
stop? Can you stop?
yeah.
So many people have done so many things to protect you.
Right. I was just gonna say, people are risking their lives and have done a lot and have lied to their families,
Right.
whatever. And like, children are involved again, like,
Right.
have done this to like keep you safe. And we have a plan that's a pretty damn solid plan. Now, there's always an opportunity, because we're in Derry, that plan might fall through. But
Sure.
why do you think high horse is the way to go in
Bruh.
this town? No, no,
Oh my
no,
God. Oh my God. And then
no.
Ingrid used their relationship to completely like
Ooh.
play the entire situation in order for her to be able to see her dad again, all through
Devious,
Hank.
devious. But that then again, and without Charlotte, I we wouldn't have been able to get into
Yeah.
these like town relationships, and this, and the Ingrid and Hank thing. I was like, of course, in this town where everyone's just shitty and racist, like, yeah, okay, they're gonna
Of
have a
course.
problem with that. But
Yeah.
like, there's a more.
Yeah.
She's now in this for very nefarious reasons, and it's just the depth, and you keep digging, and Ugh,
Ugh.
wild, wild.
Yes, Hank, you were exhausting.
I know.
You you were exhausting,
It's
sir.
like people are trying to help you at.
Could you help us help you, please?
Yeah, just
Please. The fuck, man.
I don't know.
All right. Are we in a place where we can give it a rating, or did you have anything else you want to mention?
No, I think that's it. I'm trying to think. Let me
Okay.
look. Let me look. Let me look. Meow 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 meow. No, we're good. No, we're
Okay.
good. Beverly Marsh at the end. Again, to go back
Oh,
to the Lily
thank you.
Bainbridge.
Thank you.
Uh, because so Marge, great story arc, came
Yeah.
back, winner in the end. We'll see her in the future.
Yeah.
Um, uh, Margie will return in Avengers Doomsday. Um, because so much going in, of course, we're all trying to place these characters in
hmm
the current movies, or like who's part of the family are they in? Where do they go? How
Right.
do these names travel on? Who are they the parents of? Whatever, aunts, uncles, etc. Keep in the whole time trying to place Lily, and I'm like, okay, she's a little crazy. We know Beverly Marsh lost her mother.
hmm
Maybe could be a contender. Could be a
Definitely what I
contender.
thought. Yes.
Had it up until like halfway through that last episode, and then you're like, I don't know, maybe not. Like there was a few things in
hmm
I guess they were in Juniper Hill. Um, and then to see the other woman, who you're like, I didn't think Beverly's mom's name was Lily, but maybe it's like a,
Right.
nickname, or maybe Lily's just a nickname, and
Their full
whatever.
name is
Names
something
are
else.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then to see little Beverly Marsh in there, I was like,
I,
this was
s- I,
great.
I
It was
squealed.
great.
I
Yeah,
actually
that was like
squealed in
a,
that moment when she turned, like you kind of like that's when
yeah.
her father like shoved her. I was like, oh, is that
Hmm.
zoom in the turn? And I was like,
Right. Which then for that again, for this timeline to sort of feel a little nebulous at moments and like kind of
yes,
loose and shaky, that lined it really nicely. But
yeah,
I feel like we're not done with Lily or the Bainbridge family, let's
yeah,
say.
I think so. I think
I
so.
think that's going to be history's past.
And then I had Mrs. Kirsch deliver that line she gave Bev in chapter two. Well, dear, no one that dies at Derry
Derry
ever really
ever really
dies.
dies.
That's how you
So
close
good.
it. That is
Oh,
how you close the fucking
so
season,
good.
bro. That
So
shit
good.
was, oh God, that shit was fire. That was so good. That was so good.
Yeah, that is how you end the series,
Yeah,
friends.
yeah. And that actress did pass away, I believe.
The
What
old
was,
woman,
yes,
yes, she
yes,
did.
yes, she
She
did.
did.
Wow.
Which is sad, but like,
Very,
what
very.
a
You got
way
that
we
before
go.
she went?
Yeah, yeah. What a way to go. What like the last thing you did was one of the most like from a horror genre like film,
Come
one
on.
of the biggest films, biggest like influential stories of all time. Cool.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
And
All right.
like a super creepy wild character, which is has to be so fun for a little old lady to play.
Oh.
Like, I don't know. Again, I just think of these actors being able to play these roles. I'm like, how fun.
Yes.
It sounds like a great time.
Creepy older people and creepy children. Those are like the peak.
Yeah. The two
Yeah.
scariest things in this world.
Mm. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give it?
I'm like 8.59.
Okay.
It
All
was
right.
great. It was
Okay.
great. We can always do better. We can have a little room
Okay.
for
I'm not
growth.
mad at that.
Little room for growth. Little
I
room
like
for
that.
growth. I think it's a lot to chew. It's a lot. This is a
Okay.
big story, and I know we're getting more seasons, and so I feel like once we have all three seasons, maybe it'll get a 10 out of 10. I really loved it though.
Okay. I
I
feel you.
really
I
really
feel you.
loved it. But there's a few. But again, I just think it's hard. It's a hard story to break down. I think it's
Mhm.
hard to work with. And like, how do you make it linear? Also, now knowing that this timeline
It's
and these
no longer
cycles aren't
linear.
linear,
Right.
like it's just a lot to take in. Yeah, maybe a solid nine. Solid nine.
Okay. Yeah. I'm
Always,
giving it.
always room for improvement. Always
I,
room for
I, I
improvement.
too. I too.
Mainly
I'm at a
because
nine.
that baby being birthed in that shit scared the hell out of me. It was too much.
Yeah. I too. I'm at a 9. I'm definitely at a 9. I'm curious to see, like you said, where things land with the next
Hmm.
couple of seasons. Because how do you top that? How do you top that, sir?
I
Man,
don't know.
you've set
I
yourself
don't
up
know.
for some
And I'm
shit.
curious now that they've gotten into this space where people are sort of loving this like universe building,
Hmm. Hmm.
approaching, taking sort of a, tapping into other Stephen King stories. Like what else are we adding in now? What do we get more of in these other stories?
Right.
What are they going to reference? I don't know.
Yeah.
I love those. I love those little Easter eggs that they put in there.
Yeah. I love how much homework it's giving me
Yeah, yes, yeah,
just in the Stephen King universe.
yeah. And
Do
there's
you
a
have
lot. It's a
has
lot.
this created any oh there's so much. Has this created any unanswered questions for you?
My big thing was Lily, was where does she fit? Because she
Okay.
was obviously a very important, she got a lot of time,
Right.
a very important character. And I can't swear that peg right now. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know where she's fitting, but I know she'll have a place. Um, and then I'm curious, I feel like I can get, we get the Massacre for the 30s, a little more
Hmm.
Bob Gray. I'm like, what's that third
Yeah.
season? Like,
Yeah.
I'm excited though, because, and I don't want to know. I
Exactly.
don't want to know. I
I
don't want
think
to go in knowing too much because I feel
no.
like again we have these books to reference and we have some of that lore, but to see these visuals and if it's done with the same care that they took this season, it'll be
Yeah.
great.
I don't want to know too much. I am a fan of misdirection as well.
Yeah. Oh
I am a
yes.
huge fan of Marvel's trailer universe, which is separate from the actual MCU,
Yeah.
where they just throw whatever they want in there and you try to figure things out. And it's like none of these scenes are actually in the
And
movie.
you're like, just go see the movie.
Just go see the freaking movie.
Just go see the movie.
So biggest unanswered question for me, definitely, I think we talked about it already, is just how Pennywise see things and
Mm-hmm.
what's the motivations moving forward but backward.
Right.
Like,
Or just like that cycle and things
yeah,
change around him and he now has to figure like
right.
the
Because
target's always moving for him, but he has knowledge of the things all at the same time, but he'll pop up and there'll be new things. It's a
so to me, and there's just so many different theories on time, right? And
hmm
ability to actually make any changes. For an entity that sees everything at the exact same time, I
hmm
it's not that new motivations and strategies can't be introduced based on the information that you're getting.
hmm
So if the idea for Pennywise moving backwards in time is that I'm going to try to eliminate the lineage of these kids that kill me,
hmm
that opens a door for Pennywise surviving it chapter 2,
Right.
which is like, holy shit, uncharted territory. Is
hmm
that even something they want to do? Like,
Well,
would
because
that
then
feel like
you,
disrespect to the books?
right. Because then you really tap into past the book. Because,
Yeah.
spoiler alert, end of the book, Derry implodes, right? Like,
Oh,
so, sorry.
the whole town does like what happened to
The,
Neobalt. I
yeah.
think I remember someone say, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard that reference
Which
before."
makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
Again,
it
from
should.
when you go back and you think of this again in a bit more of a linear fashion, and like it does make sense.
Yeah,
That was a massive spoiler alert. Sorry, everyone.
yeah,
But we are where we are.
and we told you guys spoilers to begin
Yeah,
with.
sorry, not sorry. But I mean, it does. But like, that's a really fun place to
Mm.
be. But it's a
Hmm.
lot because then you're now creating that new narrative, and that could go very wrong.
Yeah, it could go super.
But even could adapting a book that's like this beloved book from the 80s, the 70s, whenever it came out. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Do you have any additional predictions? I think we already talked about what we'd like to see for next season.
Um, I feel like we'll get more, and again, I think this will, I mean, it'll start to obviously be picked up a lot in the second one, but I think by the third one, again, I think we're gonna get into because we have to go past the founding of Derry and the
Yeah,
building of Derry and the
yeah.
settlers coming in. I'm expecting more of that native story of them first being there, of like who first encountered this entity, like that, I
Hmm.
think.
Hmm.
such rich storytelling opportunities in that. Um, I just expect that a little more. But then I also wonder if you had mentioned before of like as we go back, or we're losing the kids, right? We're
Yeah.
gonna start losing the kids outside of maybe some of the carnival stuff. Um, what does then Pennywise, that entity, that eldritch entity, look like to us? Because now we don't need that. 1903, we didn't have Bob Gray, right? So
Right.
what is that? That it's not, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what to anticipate for that, but it's
Mhm.
like, what
I
are they serving us? Like,
yeah. I think that's a very interesting place to go from a writing standpoint. Like now you have this open floor to explore
hmm
of the many different ways we can present Pennywise
right,
because it's uncharted territory.
right. And he's
Um,
perceived by those that are in his presence or near him. His perception to them is channeled through their fears. So then,
exactly.
what is that like?
Mm. Man,
It's a lot. It's
it's a
what
lot.
it's like. It's
It's
going
a
to be
lot.
a wild ride.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to all of it. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to all of it. I'm sitting patiently. I will just start
twiddling my
consuming
thumbs.
more. Exactly. I'm just gonna start consuming more Stephen King stuff to
Yeah,
satiate. You know.
there's a lot, and a lot of it's bad. A lot of it's there's a moment in like the early mid 90s that's like they really tried. Um, they really tried, and they did not at times, although nostalgic and hilarious, didn't really do a good job.
Gotcha.
And you ask in here one Stephen King story that still need a proper adaptation. I have a list
Oh,
of things that
nice.
need a proper adaptation because some of these things are things that have been made
Ooh.
that could be remade.
Okay.
Um, so we'll start with the worst. Great, of course, great stories, the worst. Now, the Langoliers,
Okay. I
hilarious.
remember the Langoliers. Yeah.
Balky Bartakamoose is in it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, the Langoliers became lost, but they didn't. Um,
Oh.
the Langoliers is a wild story. Terrible, terrible. Super funny, very cheesy.
Okay.
The Tommy Knockers. It's a
I do remember.
great.
I love
I
Tommy Knock.
love Tommy Knockers.
That was
I would love to
crazy.
see that redone, and I believe Roy Lee at Vertigo Films, Vertigo Productions, who does a lot of the like, he's got a lot of the rights to adapting a lot of Stephen King
Mm.
scripts for film. I believe it's like it's somewhere in the hopper. It's in there
Right.
somewhere.
Right.
Um, that I would love. The main one that they haven't done yet that I also believe is well, there's another one too. But the main one that I really want to see is Eyes of the Dragon. As someone that is a fantasy fan, Eyes of the Dragon is Stephen King's fantasy book.
Okay. I'm
Um,
completely unfamiliar.
the that was the very first Stephen King book I ever read as a kid. Because my dad, I think I had just read Lord of the Rings. He was
Okay.
reading all these fantasy novels, and he was like, "Well, I read Stephen King. Here you go." It's a great book. It's a great story, but we cannot make that until Mike Flanagan does his Dark Tower series
Mm.
because, which
Yes.
I am super excited for,
Yeah.
and that is a piece of pie to chew. That's a lot. That's
Okay.
a lot. And I don't think the Dark Tower can be done outside of a series. We
These
need long
seasons.
time. We
Okay.
need seasons, right? Um, the main character, the main bad guy in Eyes of the Dragon is Randall Flagg. It's the bad guy in the Dark
In Dark
Towers.
Tower.
hmm
Oh, okay. So I did see the movie.
Did you
Barely
see like
remember it.
Gunslinger
Yeah, Gunslinger.
with
I
Andrew
did.
Elvis?
hmm I need to watch it again.
hmm
How do you like it?
It's great. I love Idris Elba. It's a great watch. You can't get that whole story in one movie. It's
Got you.
just too much. There's
Okay.
just too much. So you're gonna have to miss a
Okay.
lot.
Okay. All right. Would you say this is Stephen King's scariest adaptation ever?
Welcome to Derry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know, right? I'm thinking like other things that I've seen.
I know. You kind of have to go back.
And it's
I
hard to,
think so. I
yeah,
mean, I feel like what's wild, I don't know. I'm thinking of all of the other stories. Pet Cemetery is scary. Um,
The Outsider had some. Oh,
oh God, I wrote that down. I love The Outsider. I
that
love The
shit.
Outsider's quite
Incredible.
good.
Yes.
Um,
Recommending for you guys. Please watch The Outsider.
100% watch if you haven't watched it or just rewatch it.
Yeah.
The Outsider was very scary. Was
Yeah.
because I think again, so one thing that I think people sort of can get lost in with it or Welcome to Derry is this kind of like when you're faced with horror and like scary, real scary shit, you have a tendency to just laugh it off.
Yeah.
And Pennywise is kind of a goofy ass looking character.
Yeah.
So there's these fun and he's funny, right? We mentioned like he's
Purposely
pretty
so to
petty,
disarm.
purposely so
Yes.
right, this
Yeah.
disarming character. So it's easy to laugh off some of this. Outsider did not have that.
No games
Um
played. None. None.
I can't go to Appalachia because the underground caves that just run rampant through these hills and I'm
Who's
gonna
going
get
there?
kidnapped.
I'm
No
good.
one.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Nah. Nah.
Uh
Yeah.
that's the other one I wrote down. But there is something about the it stories that are real scary because it's based on your fears,
Yeah.
which is always terrifying. The most
Gosh.
difficult thing to overcome is like our own shit, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Favorite Pennywise moment across the TV show and the films.
Now, I'll ask everyone to go back and rewatch this because, again, on a petty note, it terrified me as a child and watching it as an adult. It's very funny, but it's the 90s the series with Tim Curry. And I think he's talking to Bill.
Okay.
And it's the shower scene where the shower heads all start coming out at him and
Yeah.
he like out. He roasts that kid. He roasts that kid hard.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, you petty bitch. He is just roasting that kid.
Yeah.
And
You
then it
son of a.
ends with his scary teeth, which I'm like, I think with their miniseries TV budget, that's all they could do.
Yeah.
But it terrified me as a kid. There's
Okay.
also a scene in that one where Beverly is stirring a teacup and it just fills with blood. That was also
Mm,
very scary. And
mm.
I think because when I was a kid, I used to like to drink tea out of my grandma had these very like
Those
fancy
dainty
grandma
little
mugs.
cups. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, ooh, and we never did that again.
So for me, crab. It just slipped my mind. Wait, wait. It's
Come
there.
back.
It's coming back. Yep, there it is. Chapter one. Chapter one. The scene with the projector in the garage.
Thank you. Yep. Yep. Those
Not
were
cool.
like
Not cool, bro.
very coolly not cool.
Very clearly
Um,
not cool, bro.
the jump scares in that were in just you'd have the sound in the reel and the turn in
Oh
that
my,
building was like
what?
anxiety, right? It just like amped you up. That was scary for sure. There's another, I can't remember if it's in chapter two. No, maybe it's in chapter one where they go into the room. He's in a room and there's clowns and there's a reference to the Tim Curry clown and he pops up behind like the
I
casket.
think that
Um,
was chapter one. Yeah,
that was chapter one.
that was
That
yeah. The
scared me
key
because
chapter. It's
I
crazy.
just I hate clowns
Yeah,
partially because of it, right?
yeah.
I do. They're terrifying. So to walk in that and you're just like there's so many opportunities and spaces for him to pop out. You're like,
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
I'm
It's
good.
all scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
But
right.
for my old soul self, those moments from the original
The
just
original from the OG.
still terrifying.
All right. So I'm going to give you three towns. You're going
Okay.
to tell me which one. Let's just rate them.
Okay.
One to three. Creepiest fictional town. Derry, Silent Hill,
Mm.
Twin Peaks, which I have not watched Twin Peaks.
Oh,
I know. I
let's
feel
go episode by episode.
okay. How many seasons are there?
Um, 3, 4, and then there's Fire Walk Me. There's a movie.
Okay.
Um, uh, and then you could go to the Twin Peaks themed bar next to the Hollywood Theater.
Nice.
It's great. It's
Nice.
lovely. Uh, okay. Twin Peaks, Derry, Silent Hill.
Mhm.
I feel like Silent Hill is scary. Okay, sorry, there's 3 seasons of Twin Peaks for
Okay.
reference. And it's a wild ride.
Um,
Um, Again with the hiding in plain sight. Silent Hill, there's a history prior to the scary that we don't quite I'm thinking of like the just the original movie.
mhm.
Um, that is obviously scary.
Yeah.
I would put that at number 3.
Really?
It gives scary. It feels scary. I know scary shit's gonna happen. It is terrifying. I'm not
Okay.
saying that it's not,
Okay.
but
Okay.
in comparison, uh, Twin Peaks or Derry, I feel like No,
Mm.
that's a tough one because you could. I think maybe. Well, no, maybe I would do Derry's the first scariest town
Okay.
because it appears normal, but it is not serving normal,
Not at all.
and it is
Not
super
at
sus.
all. Yeah.
It is super sus and it's very
Yes.
questionable.
Yes.
Um, Maybe Silent Hill would be second because
Okay.
it's giving scary
Yeah.
and you're ready for scary, but it's way more obvious. Twin Peaks last. It gives a lot of scary, but
Okay.
it's not everyone. It's not all consuming. It kind in certain spots, but it's not all consuming.
Okay, so I'm definitely down to do this Twin Peaks episode by episode.
Yeah.
Because
It's
now
classic. Oh,
I gotta
the
get into it.
music.
I gotta
Ugh.
get into it. Yeah, without having Twin Peaks, I was gonna go Silent Hill than Derry, uh,
Hmm.
only because um, Silent Hill for me is just in your face. Don't go there. Like, don't,
Right.
don't.
But it's terrifying. It is
Yeah,
terrifying, but I know to not go. But Derry, I'm gonna walk in
you're
and
gonna get sucked in.
you're
Yeah,
get consumed by that whole
yeah,
like the scaries, and
yeah,
which I feel like is scarier
yeah.
than the
There's
obvious
there's
scary.
no
It's
sunshine. There's no sunshine in Silent Hill.
no,
There's no
it's
there's
just
no
raining
daybreak.
ash.
It is fucking horrible. Oh,
Yeah.
and you made me think about Silent Hill earlier when we were talking about the mechanics of the monster freezing and what that does to you.
Oh, yeah.
Those fucking nurses in Silent Hill, when they were doing the freeze shit, I was like, hell nah, get me out of here
Those
right
that's
now.
those nurses, that character, some of the best cosplay I've ever seen at like different
Mm,
conventions are those
mm,
nurses. And same with
mm.
I think it's like the
Yes, the
guy with the big pointy
triangle.
head. Yeah,
Yes.
I
Whenever
die.
someone nails that,
Man, I die.
dragging that big
Epic.
ass sword, oh my
Cool.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great. That had such good characters, like
yes,
creatures,
yes,
beings.
yeah.
Um,
I watched both films. I am a fan of both.
yeah,
I know.
they're fun.
I'm there. Thank you for saying they're fun.
They're fun.
Morgan despises them and teases me for liking them. She's like, "How can you?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" Jon Snow's
Sometimes
in
you
the
just,
second one. Stop it.
oh, I
Cut it out.
forgot about that.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes. Jon
sometimes
Snow is
you
in the
just need
second
like a
one,
fun, silly, scary film.
right? And Ned's in the first. What are we talking about,
I
guys?
know, I
Like, come
know.
on.
It's the Game of Thrones prequel. Uh, they're great. I'm like sometimes movies and films, there's a time and place for seriousness.
Yes.
There's a time and place within any genre to tackle serious subjects, and to tell serious stories and real
Mhm.
stories. And sometimes we just need to have fun.
Yeah, you need to have fun. I do like the mythology and lore around Silent Hill 2 with,
Hmm.
the cult and all of that shit and
Yeah.
sacrifices. It was like, yeah, sign me up for
When
all of
you
this
have like a
stuff.
depth and you have history. Yeah, now you have
Yeah,
like the people and then this one person and
come on.
like yeah, it's
I'm
just
gonna tell you right
meaty.
now,
Meaty.
going going to religious schools in elementary, middle school, and high school, it sets you up. Give me all of the possession horror. Give me the cults, demons.
Explain to me the
Let's
Spanish
go.
Inquisition.
Yeah. Oh,
We talked about that. Was great. Which was so
so
lovely.
so good.
So
The
good.
comedy,
So
the
smart.
action, the storytelling. Why is it
Yeah.
escaping? What's the name of the freaking film?
The Pope's Exorcist.
Yes, Russell
Yes,
Crowe.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Amazing,
The
amazing.
Exorcism of the Pope. Wrong. But close, but wrong. But wrong.
How would you describe this to someone else? Slow burn horror or jump scare heavy? Or a combination?
Combination. It's a there are jump scares. There are jump scares. There are
Yes.
things that are going to make you want to hide under your blanket, but the characters and the the time it takes for you to it doesn't take you long to get invested in the characters. I think
No.
that's a pretty quick, you're like kind of instantly in.
Yeah, they get
But
you with that, right?
they really hook, that's a real good hook there.
Yeah.
Um as soon
Sucker
as
punch.
soon
They
as
sucker punch
Ronnie
you with it.
as soon as Ronnie stands up and tells them little Maddie did not run that way, sold. I'm like, this
Yeah.
girl is
Yeah.
great. Um
She was awesome.
but the story building and to the unraveling and like to really figure out what's going on, it takes every single episode up until
Yeah.
the very end.
Yeah. And it's rewarding. It's
And it's
definitely rewarding.
yeah, you're
Uh,
getting so much out of it. Like it's not never a dull moment, never a dry eye.
Something just hit me as a runner up to my favorite Pennywise moment
Hmm.
when Will got the phone call in the kitchen
Oh,
and
oh,
cut to Pennywise on top of the fucking fridge right there.
fucking scary as shit.
I can't
Brilliant.
hear
The
you.
reverse white.
Yes. Yes. The reverse of the native elder. That
Yeah,
was brilliant.
cool as fuck.
Also, also, I mean, we got to see Pennywise wake up from his slumber.
Snoozing.
Mans was like
Snoozing.
this, eyes deep in blood. And it was like, wait a minute. There is a shift in the force.
He's like, I'm gonna need to get out of bed for
I
this.
gotta,
Yeah. Yeah. That
let's
was,
play.
thank you. That was scary. We all know how terrifying it. Remember back in the day when everyone had landlines, how scary it was when the phone rang and you had to answer it? Hated
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
You don't know who's on the other end. I don't know. That was so in the shots and like him getting the phone and like he turns and then he goes back and just this like
Top of
vulture
the
of a Pennywise on
fridge,
top
bro.
of
Are
that
you
fridge.
crazy?
And he's already tall. Like Pennywise is already towering over everyone.
Right.
Uh
Yeah.
that was scary as
That
hell.
was that was unbelievably, and what a cliffhanger. What
Whew.
it was like, why would y'all leave us like this? Oh my God.
And then but then I'm like you can't take
You can't
Will.
take Will away. You can't take Will away, but it
You
still
can't
didn't.
take him.
And that's really good though, right? Because it didn't change the amount of fear and dread we had for the
I
character.
no.
You
Yeah.
know he has to survive,
Right.
but you
But
still,
how? I don't
yeah,
know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm
yeah.
still terrified for this child. And like what
I feel like it's no different than X-Files.
yep.
It's
I wrote
funny.
down X-Files as like
Yeah.
a reference for this like I don't know.
Yeah, it's great. Morgan and Bree starting it. They started rewatching it. They started watching it for the first time. They're on
Mm.
season. They're in the season 2 now, and it's like there's
Oh.
multiple seasons going forward, but it's like they survive, but it doesn't change that dread every single
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
What's coming? And I'm just like,
Oh,
oh
I'm excied
yes. I said I can't
for
wait for
them
y'all to
to
get to
watch.
home.
Thank you. I was just gonna say that. Literally just gonna say that. I mean, they pulled that. They didn't run that in syndication for a long time
Right,
after it aired.
right.
Like
Like ooh,
hot
home
dog.
and the
Talk about
one with
Appalachia.
Mrs. Paddock, the teacher, the substitute teacher that's actually Satan that comes
Mm.
into that high school. That's one of my favorite
There,
episodes.
it's
Just
just all good.
and then Bree was like, "So you were watching this?" And I said, this was my every Friday night.
Oh
Like
yeah. We used to
this was
watch it with
it."
my dad, and we would have friends over, and we were like, "We're gonna watch the X-Files," and I had friends that used to hide behind the couch because the intro scared them. We lived in the mountains. I like, I love it. Like, I have my always and forever Agent Mulder patch on my denim jacket. Like, I
You got the
you
ID?
can't go wrong,
You got the
huh?
badge? Is that what you got?
No, not the badge. It's a little patch. It's like a
Oh, okay.
chenille heart patch
Nice.
that says Agent Mulder. I always and forever love Agent Mulder.
Yeah.
Um, oh, that's a wild ride. That's always a
Loved it.
good watch. That's always a good
Definitely.
watch.
That and I want to go back and watch. I wonder if it aged well. Friday the 13th, the series. Do you remember that with the curio
Oh, I
shop?
do. Are
Yeah.
they're doing another one?
Are they?
I believe there is something in the works.
Holy shit.
It's called Chris. No, hold on.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
spell.
Mm, mm.
Uh,
I'm hype about that. That show used to drive me nuts. So used to drive me absolutely crazy. And I think it's the same actor that was in The Strain. The older guy. I
oh,
think it's this. I'm almost positive it's the same actor. I'll check IMDb, but
yep,
I'm almost positive it's the same guy. But yeah, Friday the 13th, you're definitely looking forward to that.
yep.
If they're bringing that back. Okay.
Now I don't know what's. I'm trying to think of what else is coming up, but
hmm We can get to that under what we're looking forward to.
yep.
So I know this might be I don't know if I've consumed enough horror series or things that I've considered horror. And it's
hmm
weird for me because a lot of stuff I threw under like sci-fi
Sure.
and fantasy and didn't identify as horror in the time as when I was watching it.
It's a weird Venn diagram of the like sci-fi fantasy horror. And do you exclude, like, how would you categorize The Thing
Right. The thing.
or
So
Alien? Like,
so I felt really weird. I felt really weird um having Alien reference as a horror. And I was like, what are you talking about? That's sci-fi. I wasn't
a sci-fi horror. Yeah,
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 but then it was
yeah,
like, oh, sci-fi horror. Okay, because Event Horizon is a fucking horror, but
yeah.
I
But
didn't
it's
identify.
sci-fi.
Right. So for me, like my entry point and what attracted me to those films was the sci-fi. When
hmm
I got the horror, it was like, wow, that was a scary sci-fi. I
Right.
wasn't, as a kid, I wasn't
Sure.
putting it together that
Yeah.
there could be sci-fi horror. Like, yeah, it just didn't happen. When when I did the RetroCon, was it RetroCon? Yeah. Retro game.
The Retro Gaming Expo?
Yes.
Yes.
When Rudo had me on the panel, we were talking about horror and games. And I was saying then it was interesting. I was playing games as a kid, not realizing these are some of the first games I was loving, like Zero Tolerance on Sega
hmm
Genesis, Wolfenstein. Like these are
Oh,
horror games.
Wolfenstein. Yeah.
These were
Yeah.
horror games. I just didn't realize it. It was just like, oh, this is cool stuff. I'm just playing, you know.
Yeah.
It's catering to my need and desire for sci-fi.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think that the perception of horror in video games is very different as well because you're the control factor.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you're in video games, not that they're all always horror, but there's like a battle element. You have to fight something. Like a lot of
hmm
those
hmm
narratives and stuff are reflective of horror. So I think it's perceived in a different way for sure.
hmm
I don't know
Yeah.
if I would have picked those up as like horror games either.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Yeah. I remember playing Zero Tolerance. It's nothing but jump scares on top of jump scares with Zero Tolerance.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You got aliens jumping out from all different directions. Shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved that game. But yeah, so the question what we're discussing is best horror TV series of all time.
My, the first thing that came into my mind was it could have been Lovecraft Country.
Ooh.
Fucking could have been. I love that show. Again, I talking about Eldritch Terrors in the beginning. I love that mythology. I love this Lovecraftian like of outer worldly terrors that have landed here that are it kind of goes into like a kaiju and I love
Yeah.
Godzilla of these
Yep.
things that are like
Yep.
beyond our knowledge of humans of beyond Earth.
Right.
Less on the like alien spaceshipy, but in that space of like this is beyond so much of what we know. And Lovecraft Country was epic.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as an anthology as the X-Files. I did also read the X-Files. But on some of those things, the X-Files isn't necessarily horror.
Right.
It skirts a line. So I'm like, is that um but I really truly loved Lovecraft Country, and I'm
Yeah.
so sad they canceled it. And then after that, I did write The Outsider.
Okay. Okay. I think,
I love
man,
that show.
I'd forgotten about Lovecraft Country, but I think I would have to go with Lovecraft Country. Um,
Just
and then
epic.
maybe if not Welcome to Derry, Alien Earth right behind it.
Okay.
Alien Earth.
We've got
That
a lot in like the last like decade or so. Also, Alien Earth epic. Oh,
oh my, I can't wait for us to cover that shit.
that's a good one. That's a good
Yeah.
one. So I did also write a list. I did well. So
Oh, okay.
first, my first cut was Lovecraft Country because it was so good and could have continued to been great.
Yes, absolutely.
Uh, Outsider, um, The Walking Dead.
Okay. All right. Fair.
Good.
Fair.
It's lower on the list. I would put Welcome to Derry higher than The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Um, it gets a little long on the tooth towards those last few seasons.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
but a
It was
banger
hard.
for the first
Yeah.
handful. Um, not all horror has to be super epic and extra terrifying, but the newest version of Sabrina the Teenage Witch,
Really?
um, I loved it.
Okay.
It was such a like you're like teen drama and Satan.
Right.
You know, it was very cute, pretty spooky, pretty spooky. I loved it. Very
Drama.
stylish, like just a touch of some Satan. Um, and I don't know if you ever watched them. Terrifying.
Oh no, no, on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, but you know what I have watched, which is terrifying. I can't believe I forgot to put that on my list. From.
If it has a one-word title that's like a conjunction or filler word, whatever, terrifying, scary.
From.
There
Shit,
are
man.
Yeah.
Shit.
From was also, yeah, that's another good one.
Woo.
I didn't have that on my list. Them,
Mm.
there are episodes that are extremely difficult to watch. Like
Okay.
so fucking scary.
Okay.
Um
Do it.
and
Is
the
there,
act
is it one season or two seasons? I think.
I think it's
Okay.
one. I
One
think it's
season?
one.
Okay. Wow.
So good though. But
Okay.
just like these real people scares.
Mm.
And then also The Haunting of Hill House, etc. Fall of the House of Usher, etc.
Listen.
Creep
I
Show continues to be
I
great.
tried.
Tales from the Crypt continues to be great.
I got to get back in the House of Usher. I think I tried it and it didn't hook me, so I'm going to rewatch. I don't think I made it past the second episode. The Haunting of Hill House was amazing to experience in real time with everybody.
Talk
That
about a jump scare. Talk
whoa,
about a television jump scare. That car scene.
oh my God,
We like we jumped. There was jumping happening. Like I almost fell off the couch. That was
yeah,
insane.
I did not need that tall guy popping up like that. No, no bueno, no, I don't like it. Don't do it again.
No. Yeah.
Between that and then also going back to Lovecraft Country, what were they called? Topsy and
Oh, Topsy and
but during the daytime
terrifying.
with streets
It
full of people?
the
No,
nope.
no,
Nope.
nah. I would prefer that you did not. No,
Yeah. Could
nah,
you
I'm not.
please see your way out of the scene? Thank
Please,
you.
and
Yeah.
we're done. Thank you. Okay, this is
So good.
people need to
And that
actually
had
watch
that
this.
great like magic and like
Yeah,
there's magic and potions and spells and witchcraft and these like I don't know. That was
the show was delicious.
such a good show. Such a good show.
Okay, would you survive growing up in Derry? Yay or nay?
Nah. Maybe as
Nah,
an adult, I feel like I would get sucked into some bullshit. As a child, I was a very easily scared child. I would cry a lot.
yeah,
Um, no,
no.
I think I would get picked off in a school auditorium,
Okay,
uh, with the
I,
rest of them.
I think I'd survive, um, because my parents were very kept us very sheltered.
Mm,
So yeah, but there wasn't going to be a whole lot of frolicking. Actually, I take that back. We did ride our bikes a lot. We were
sure.
outside during the summertime. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm not as curious. I wouldn't have been as curious as a kid.
Mm,
And I think I don't know how long I would have lived in Derry. Given the
right.
chance to leave, I'm moving. I'm out. Just because
Yeah.
I want to
If
be somewhere else. That's where my
yeah.
curiosity would lead me, away from the town.
Yeah. I think if I would have lived through one experience, I would have cried my way out of that town.
Yeah.
Um, like we can't stay
We
here, but
can't
I
do
feel
this.
like I was just such a, I would have been terrified. And even though like I have two older sisters, you think that would make, I mean, now maybe tough as nails, but as a
Right.
kid, no. I think I would have been hit with those deadlights immediately, just like, and like, mm-mm. No,
It's a scary place.
not living,
It's a scary place.
just floating out in the mountains or something. I don't know. Done, done.
I do want to know what happened to the kids that were saved when they killed Pennywise. Or when they put Pennywise to sleep at the end of chapter one, right?
Well, so
They show the
the
kids coming back
parade,
down.
that ice parade
That ice
of
parade
them
was
like out
bananas.
there was
That shit was bananas.
again
But
so
at the end
good.
of chapter one, when they defeat Pennywise,
Mm-hmm.
and the kids start floating back down,
Mm-hmm.
we never really find out I don't know if that's explained in it, but we never really find out what happens with those
I can't
kids.
remember.
Do they
I
all end
can't
up in
remember.
Juniper? Like what happened? We don't know what happens with these
Well,
kids.
and also how long have those kids been there? Like,
Oh, well, since the beginning of that cycle, right?
I don't
Or
know. I
oh,
don't know.
ooh, you think he
And
could?
I haven't read the book in so long, so I can't remember. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
We gotta get some info on that.
Yeah.
All right, Megs, what are
All right,
you
friend.
currently watching, and what are you looking forward to?
You know, right now we are rewatching What They Do in the Shadows, which is
I've
just
never stopped
hilarious.
watching it. We've
I know.
never. It's just we put it on like every couple of weeks.
It's just
To throw
funny.
an
I
episode
don't
on.
know. I was like, we're just gonna watch something funny now. And that's it. Um,
So good, so
that's
good.
it. What did I start watching? There was something else that I started watching without Steven. I can't remember what it is. Obviously not impressive. But What We Do in the Shadows is just our main focus right now.
Nice. We're finishing Snowfall. We have I think 4 episodes left of the last
Mm,
season. This will be the first time watching it. The show is absolutely phenomenal. I understand what the big hubbub was about.
yeah, yeah.
I am also, like I mentioned earlier, I am in season two, halfway through season two of Nosferatu. That show is,
That was a good show.
yeah, it was way better. I expected it to be good. I was curious from the trailers.
Hmm.
Um, it was way better than I expected. Way better than I expected. Like, oh, you guys are going there with this whole family dynamic shit. Like, okay, wow, wow, yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. What am I looking forward to? Definitely
Hmm.
season two of Alien Earth.
Yes.
For sure.
Timeline TBD. When is it coming out? We
I
probably
am
have to
not
wait another
sure. Yeah,
year.
I think another year. Season two of From is happening this year.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's the
we are
one that's
getting
coming
From
out.
this,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
that is going to be crazy. I can't remember if they dropped the whole season or if that's week to week.
I
That's
hope
all.
it's week to week.
Okay.
I appreciate, especially for some of these. I need to actually. I will add that to my list to do a rewatch of season one.
Hmm.
Um, Things need to cook. We need to let these
Yeah.
things simmer a little.
Yeah.
Give me an episode a week. Let me talk about it. Let me text you.
Yeah.
It needs to simmer. And although I do love being able to go through and binge stuff afterwards, like when it's new, I need to think about it. And
Mm.
I don't know. It's really easy to just binge. I have couch narcolepsy, right? So I'm going to fall asleep on my couch halfway through the second episode. I just want one and then wait for the next one. I feel like
I feel you. I feel you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to think about it more.
I'm with that with certain shows. I think letting them breathe, especially if they're like giving you a lot. Like I feel
Meaty,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
going to have a lot. You know, there's
yeah,
going to be a lot to digest. So, like, give me time.
yeah. I feel like Peacemaker was one of those shows where it's like I can't do multiple episodes. I gotta sit in between these things. Holy shit, that was a lot. That was just especially this last season, season two. It's like, yeah,
Oh,
space
yeah.
that out.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
Wonder Man, I want it all. Give it to me now. Give me the
Sure.
whole
Yeah.
batch.
Yeah.
Give it now. I want to. What are we doing with Simon? Give me this shit. Let's
Oh, my
go.
God.
Give it all to me right now. Yeah. And then yeah, you haven't seen the trailer yet, but I did watch the trailer for Masters of the Universe earlier
Yeah. I need
today.
to watch that.
Um hmm, I'm
I
intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Okay, so there is I dropped in the chat. There is a Crystal Lake series
What? Oh, I did hear
coming
something about
out.
that.
Yep, Friday the 13th kind of prequel-y, with Linda Cardinelli taking on the lead role of Pamela Voorhees. It'll be great.
Shut
It'll
up.
be great. It'll be great.
Wow.
Um, I Yellow Jackets. Did you guys watch Yellow Jackets?
They did. The ladies like
Okay,
watched it. They loved it. They told me I need to watch it. They're like, Yellow
it's a good,
Jacket is fire.
it's a
You're
good
gonna
one.
love it. Okay.
Yeah, it's wild. Oh, it's
Okay.
wild. It is wild. Season 4 is coming out, so that'll be good. And
Wow. Four
I
seasons.
hope they wrap it with season 4. I hope this is it. Again, for stories like that are kind of these like survival stories, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
where that's a big component of it, you can't, there's a point in which the story just needs to end. And I feel like we're getting to that point. So I hope they cap it at season 4. Um, I can't remember what other series, TV shows, and stuff are coming out. Um,
There's that movie
but
that we
movies.
texted about.
Yep.
Um, that
So
horror.
Hokum, which is like
Is that it?
Irish folk horror.
Okay.
Hokum is one.
Right.
Um, Werewolf, which is the new Robert Eggers movie that'll
Right.
come out, I think towards Christmas, which is going to be stunning. I mean, visually delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think The Bride is going to be really good.
The Bride looks good.
Um,
The Bride
The
looks
Bride
good.
looks good. It's going to be wild. And what did you
Which,
text me the other
yeah, it was
day?
the one that had they released that creepy video with that song,
Oh,
and they didn't say what the
It
name
Wants
of
to Be Heard.
it wants to be heard.
Yep. Yep.
That trailer looks nice.
It looks great.
Nice. Yeah.
And The Mummy.
Yes. I'm looking forward to that. I am looking
It'll
forward
be
to
great.
that.
It'll
Yeah.
be great.
What are we talking about?
It'll
Give
be
me that
fun.
movie.
Give it.
Ah,
It'll be
awesome.
fun. It'll be a year of films. Year
Yes.
of some movies.
Megs, so happy we were able to do this.
Scam Bambadoozle,
Yeah.
as
So
always.
happy.
Yeah.
So happy.
And we'll do more
Mhm.
because we're gonna make a schedule.
Yes, we're gonna make a schedule because 2026 is the
It's our
year.
year.
It's
It's
our
the
year.
year. It's our
It's our
year.
year. We
We're
talked about a
doing all
bunch
the
of
things.
shit. We
Yeah.
got Alien Earth we're gonna do. We're gonna do
Yeah.
Peacemaker season 2. We talk about
Yeah.
doing Twin Peak rewatch. We got stuff.
Oh,
We got stuff, bro.
Twin Peak. Now you just gotta go into it knowing that this Twin Peak rewatch, we're gonna have a damn fine cup of coffee and a slice of pie. You'll get it. You'll get it.
Okay.
It
Okay.
shall reveal itself.
All
It's
right.
so good.
Man, this is awesome.
It's it's also so old that it's very silly. Um, the fashion, the
Okay.
styles.
All right.
Uh, the old act like you see old actors that have done so much more since then in there. It's great.
This is
It's
gonna be
great.
great. I love the cameos. I always throw on I won't say always, but like 80% of the time if I'm cooking, cleaning, anything in the kitchen,
Hmm.
I'm throwing on Kirby Enthusiasm. So I'm going back, seasons 1 and 2,
Yeah.
and to see some of the actors and actresses that pop up, it's like,
Oh yeah.
oh shit. This was a amazing time for your career to make it on HBO at this point. Like that's fire. Like, yeah, I love it.
That's what I
I
forgot.
love it.
Yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm is one I should
Yeah.
revisit too.
Kirby Enthusiasm and Veep. We've watched so many
Yeah.
episodes. Yeah, it's like Kirby Enthusiasm, Veep, What We Do in the Shadows. These are shows
Yep.
I can just put on because I have the entire
Just have
season
them. Yeah.
memorized. It's
Yep.
just
Yeah.
let that shit run.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's more or less how we are with The Simpsons. That's just a constant. Like,
just let it go.
just
Let it
always
go.
in the back end. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, we want to thank you guys so much for kicking
Oh,
it with
thanks, everyone.
us.
Thanks for
Yes,
listening to
yes,
our
yes.
rambles.
I'm telling you. And yeah, we got more rambles to come. More rambles to come.
Yep.
We will catch you on the next episode.
Catch y'all later.
Hey, you're still here. That's what's up. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate every single listen we get. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on all social media. You can listen to us on the platform of your choice. We are there. And if you're so inclined, please rate the show and write a review. We appreciate all types of feedback from any of our listeners. All right, catch you on the next one. Peace.